is a 2-mile wait to get past the damn green line.
Anyone who gets scared by a bear in the neighborhood, call Joe Murray.
I happen to trust Joe Murray.
First time I ever met Joe Murray was at...
All right, welcome in 98.5 The Sports Hub. I'm Joe Murray. I almost yelled it out. I didn't. It is our final night show of the week as we are in preparations for the first preseason game of the year tomorrow. Patriots and Washington Commanders right here on the Sports Hub. Myself, Skaz, we're here tonight. We're alone. The place is empty. It's just us and Luis, who is our custodian, who you may see pass by me at times. He's the man, and he's the only other person that's here after Kyle leaves that I see outside. So shout out to Kyle Fabrizio. Hey, everything's on the table tonight. I haven't done a Anything Goes Joe show in a long time. And, well, after 9 o'clock last night, anything certainly went. If you missed any of that, that was funny. But anything goes tonight. The phone number is 617-779-0985. You can follow us on YouTube. I already see folks in there right now. I see Matt. I see Michael. That's right. Luis is the third man. I like that. It's like a Hulk Hogan reference. But where do we start tonight? 2 takes to start. How about that on our final show of the week? And again, the opening take is presented by Super Service Today, Massachusetts' #1 provider for residential and commercial plumbing, heating, cooling, and drain cleaning, day or night. Always done right. Visit Super Service today. All they have to do is win. Imagine winning being a top priority. The Red Sox invested in Roman Anthony yesterday, $130 million. I just want to set this off for anybody who didn't hear the show yesterday. We like the deal. So on this show, we are pro Roman Anthony extension, $130 million, 8 years. Personally, I think Roman Anthony left money on the table, but I also think that times have changed. And there's at least over the last 3 to 5 years, there's a trend of signing guys to a deal early on. Ronald Acuna, Corbin Carroll, just to name you a couple, right? Rodriguez in Seattle. A lot of these young players get deals early on, and I think his deal is very controllable. The team got cost certainty, of course. They bought out 2 free agent seasons, even though they would have had them. Maybe an option for a third, who knows? But a guy that's the #1 prospect in baseball, an elite player, and the Red Sox get economic security. Right? Isn't that something that they always want to do? They want to win deals. They won this deal. Good for them. In on the deal. But prioritizing winning, that's the one thing I wanted to bring up from last night. They lost the game. One of the trades that they made at the deadline, the pitcher, he lost him the game last night. The trades they made, although Matz has been pretty decent, it's not good. How about the return in the Rafael Devers trade? Not good. But I'm going to keep it positive. This is a playoff team tonight. 80% chance of making the playoffs. It was that pitching that cost them last night, though. But just another angle on this one. When I think about the Red Sox extending young players, I go back to Mookie Betts. They messed that one up. I think they know it. They don't want to mess it up again. And even Mookie Betts himself admitted that the most difficult contract offer he has ever had to turn down was that first extension offered to him by the Red Sox. And the organization, I think, learned from that incident. You have to go above and beyond for certain players, especially superstar players. Now, Roman Anthony, I'm not going to put him in that category, but when you're the number one prospect in baseball, you want to show a priority, right? I always say in football, you have to cater to the star players. You have to cater to the quarterback. Like that's a real thing. I mentioned what the Diamondbacks did with Corbin Carroll. He was 21, 8 years, $111 million. That was just a couple of weeks into his career. I mentioned Julio Rodriguez. Same thing. They gave him $210 million. This is exactly what the Red Sox wanted to do with Roman Anthony. And I'll get into his breakdown for his contract in just a minute here. But it does sound like the Red Sox made 3 extension offers to Roman Anthony during spring training. There had been a considerable gap in talks between the sides in spring training. And I'll just say this. Usually you let your agent handle those kind of things, right? But Roman Anthony saw the $130 million. He likes it here. They have been winning. I think he looked at it as, hey, let's do this now. It helps the team out big time. It really does. And I don't know if this is a trend in baseball. I'm trying to be open-minded that things don't run like they did 20 years ago. All the money that the Red Sox were throwing around was out of desperation for competing with the Yankees. The Red Sox aren't desperate anymore. They're not. In a way, that's a problem. But at the same time, I do think that the league is shifting. And now they have multiple players under control, team control for a long time. 5 of their top guys are under contract for $67 million over the next few years. That's a win for the Red Sox. So just so you know how the contract breaks down, in 26 he'll get $2 million, 27 he'll get 4, 28 he'll get 8, 29 he'll get 15, then it goes to 19, 23, 25, 29. Like, he's not going to get $60 million a year. Now, he could if he plays out the deal and he's, plays to success and all that stuff. I just don't know how you don't like the deal. And if you don't like the deal, it's because he did the Red Sox a favor. Not many teams are doing the Red Sox favors. I think that's kind of getting lost here. So you could call him, oh, what an idiot for doing it. Fine. He's going to get paid handsomely for the next 8 years of his career. And guess what? If he bets on himself, he's going to get a lot more money, $400 million or more. Then we can talk about, will the Red Sox sign that guy? We don't even know if John Henry will be there by then. One other thing I wanted to just mention before we go to break here. I read an article today that just kind of blew my mind when it came to the Patriots. Mike Vrabel spilling blood and Drake May outplaying Jaden Daniels in practice proves the Patriots are back. That's the headline, everybody. The Patriots are back! Yeah, they're back. They're playing tomorrow night. Game 1 of the preseason tomorrow night here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. But are the Patriots really back? I got to go over those betting numbers. I wrote an article. I'm going to keep pumping that one all day. Wrote an article, 98.5thesportshub.com, Patriots 2025 bets and odds. Are the Patriots really back? Because I'll tell you this much, Vegas doesn't think so. Yeah, they're back. They play tomorrow. But are they back? We'll get into that. Do we have a new Ernie Adams? Is there a new Ernie Adams for the Patriots? We're off and running here. Anything goes tonight. 617-779-0985. Skaz is here. I see you guys on YouTube as well. Again, the opening take brought to you by Super Service Today. I'm Joe Murray. You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Don't go anywhere. There's more Joe Murray. On the way on Afternoons right now. Joe Murray on the Sports Hub.
Nobody's business whether they think he left money on the table or not. The guy was just given $130 million.
At 21 years old.
It's over. Game over. Cliff, game over? Game over. You fly private the rest of your life. All you concern yourself, your children's children are taken care of. Everybody's going to college. And I can just go play baseball. So this whole idea they left money on the table, what I mean, he could, knock on wood, something bad could happen.
College will be in 10 years.
I get why teams are doing it in today's landscape. I'm interested to see how many will do it as we approach the new
Do you like
CBA.
that model, the Braves model of locking up?
Not everybody. I do not like locking up. I think the Braves made way too many guys, way too rich, all together.
Why?
Now I feel like where's the fight? Because you want guys hungry in that locker room. You want the guys who are entitled to be rich and have put dirt in their cleats and have put up numbers to be walking a certain way, and then you want the rest of the group to be aspiring to be those guys. You start making everybody rich.
You like that
lose
core?
the fight.
You like that core that they're building there that we just showed?
I love what the Boston Red Sox are about. I love the fact that they locked up, okay, Ceddanne Rafaela looks like an absolute steal. 8 years, $50 million. Looks like an absolute steal. This probably to most fans looks like an absolute steal. And I think Roman Anthony's got a chance to win MVPs. He is special.
And walk around with a swagger and, well, like what? I think I haven't heard a straight opinion from anybody about the Roman Anthony deal.
It's good.
But no, you're right. It's good for us. It's great for us.
The deal is also
But
good.
how about just the deal's good? The guy got paid. He did us. We can't actually. Can we actually say this, people? Can we all get together in a room? We're all together in a room right now, or in your car, or wherever. Can we all just get together and say that Roman Anthony, he got paid $130 million. He's going to get paid handsomely the next 8 years. But if he waited it out and took the Red Sox to the woodshed, he would have got a hell of more money. 400. 300 minimum. Instead, he took a short deal. But, here comes all the guys got to earn their stripes. Dirt between their cleats. Yeah. How did that work? And no offense. I'm not offending Trevor Story, but Trevor Story is a $20+ million player who bats $250. Now, he's having a good year. Be honest with you. Trevor Story is what he is. He is what he is. And who knows? He might be 2020 this year. He could be Silver Slugger at short. That all could be true. I still don't want to like the contract. I don't like the contract. But when it comes to Roman Anthony, like the fans don't have to say, are they going to pay this guy? Instead, he wants to be here for the now. For the now. But I will also say this. I don't think this deal has anything to do with fan pressure about the deadline or any of that because they tried to extend him during spring training. So I'm going to dismiss you all on that one. Out. And again, I see a guy in our chat, Sir Droids. Hello, sir. Story's the most important part of the offense. Yes, he's healthy. I don't like, can it be okay that I don't like his contract, though? I don't. I still think they want to put Marcelo Meyer there next year. I bet you they're already thinking, this is great. We could unload, he's playing well, they can unload that $20 million. If they don't like the contract, they're going to get out of it. They did not like Rafael Devers' contract. They felt they had to do it. Why? Fan pressure. Not to mention, they didn't give the money to Mookie Betts. Now, can we be real now for a minute here? How'd Dustin May look last night? Oh, should I remind you all that they had a 7-game win streak snapped? They got 3 2/3 of Dustin May on 91 pitches. Vomit. He was not good. He fell apart. That's your acquisition. Oh, should I remind you that Mr. Tibbs, who they traded, had 2 home runs last night for the Dodgers minor league system. Bad trade, bad trade, bad trade. I know we haven't seen enough of Dustin May yet, but you know what? I'm out. I don't like it. You traded the top 10 prospect for that guy? Out. How about Jordan Hicks? Give me a positive moment from Jordan Hicks, please. He can't get people out in extra innings. He gives up home runs last night to Jonathan India, and that was a cheap one, by the way. That was a Bucky Dent home run. But their pitching literally quit on them last night, whether it was May, whether it was Hicks out of the bullpen, or Akala who got released finally. It's great. Roman Anthony, good deal, like the deal, love it, great. Your 7-game winning streak got snapped. Your trade deadline acquisition in Dustin May stinks. And guess what? Jordan Hicks, woof. The Devers deal overall has been bad. They have invested some of the money. They have. But what they've done with Roman Anthony should not at least stop them from finding their next starting pitcher in the offseason or a long-term fit at first base. So, one other thing. Besides spending the money in free agency, which actually has worked out pretty well, and I think Walker Buehler, if he gets another start, gets a $500,000 kick in his contract. Outside of trading for Garrett Crochet, has Breslow been good with any true acquisition mid-season? Now, they did find Narvaez, right? He's been okay. He's been good. He's dealing with an injury right now. Or he's hurt, I should say. And hopes to be back on Friday night. But as far as trade deadline moves, not good. So don't be pumping out your chest just yet there, Mr. Breslow. I wonder if John Henry lit anything yesterday. Yeah, remember he lit the cigar after the Bregman signing? Anyway, 617-779-0985. Jeff's in Providence. Jeff.
Hey, Joe, what's happening?
Yo.
I got a thing about the Roman Anthony contract that no one's really spoken about is the fact that there might be a work stoppage coming up in the next few years.
Yep.
And the change to the CBA, I know the Players Union always wins these negotiations, but they can't just be handing out $600 million contracts for 12 to 15 years going forward. So what do you think? Do you think that might have something to do with that?
Yeah, Jeff, I brought it up last night.
Oh, nice.
No,
I didn't hear that.
No, it's okay. Hey, listen, people listen at different times, right? It's all good.
Yeah.
But no, I do think that a work stoppage may happen. Let's just say this. If there was a betting odd of will there be a work stoppage in 2027, I would bet yes.
Yeah, I agree.
But here's the deal.
I agree.
Let's hypothetically say there's a salary cap and it's $170,000. Well, don't they have their core 6-7 guys already under contract making $67 million?
Well, that's good. But I mean, as far as him signing the contract, he may not get getting money now is the right move if the contract's not going to be the same on the long run.
Great point on that. I'm not going to dismiss it. You know why? Because I think guys like John Henry are on board with this salary cap thing, right? Because they make tons of money. But just real quick, the only reason why I want to just say it might not have to do with it is because there's been, the Braves, right? They've locked up all their young players. Acuna, you name them. They've done it all. But now, when you're a good player in the league, they do try to get you early. Seattle's done it. Teams have done it. So it is a trend throughout the league to kind of get rid of those free agency years because the money will be higher when they make free agency. But both things can be true, right? There could be a trend. There could also be a salary cap coming in. Yeah,
I just think maybe getting his money now, thinking that if he waits on his money and then the work stoppage may happen before he's up for free agency. If he didn't sign the contract, and then all of a sudden he's not earning anything then. Maybe he's getting a little bit more beforehand, and then afterwards, who knows what the landscape could be with contracts going forward from that point on.
If I was 21 years old and they wanted to give me $5 million up front to take $130 million, it's kind of hard to say no, right?
I take 100,000 right now.
Dude, I would take 10 grand right now, okay?
Yeah, me too. All right. We're going lower at 5 grand, all right?
Hey,
I'll take the 5.
Hey, how about this? You find the 5 and we'll split it. How about that?
All right. I'll work on it. I'll get back to you on that, all right?
Thanks, Jeff.
All right,
Appreciate you, buddy. You want some too, Skaz? I'll split some with you, too, if we find any. Does Neil want some, too? You find it, I'll split it.
We'll take it. Anything you got.
Let's talk to Brendan. What's up, Brendan? How's your day going, man?
It's going pretty good. Of course, I'm about to just go through a toll right now, but
do you have to still pay? You don't have to pay anymore, right? There's no more toll booth Willie or anything like that.
In Ohio, I've had to pay like cash for the last 3 tolls. It was like $30.
Whoa! There are still people that work the toll booths.
Dude, I have not seen a toll booth attendant in probably 15 years, and I've seen 3 today in probably the last 2 hours.
Skaz kind of filled me in. So you have been in the car all day listening to the Sports Hub. Is that correct?
Yeah, which is kind of, when you say it like that. I listen to Toucher and Hardy, Zoe and Beetle, Felger and Maz, and now you in their entirety. So
I feel privileged for that, by the way.
Yeah.
But you
your show's the best of the day. So I'm not trying to.
Do you mean that, or are you gassing me?
No, I'm serious. You and Kendra Middleton, my 2 favorite people at the Sports Hub, for sure.
Thank you. I appreciate that. She would very much appreciate it. So you started out in Cape Cod. What part of the Cape?
Sandwich.
Oh.
Yep.
My guys are Fisherman's View. Go say what's up to them next time.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Pilot House.
Oh, yeah, all that.
Yep.
So you left from there, and then you are driving to where?
I'm going to Montana. So I'm going to... if you know where Glacier National Park is, I'm going an hour from there.
So why the Cape to Montana?
I've been to Montana a couple times. It's pretty awesome, and I've been trying to go this whole summer. And one thing kind of has led to another, and I haven't been able to go, and now I'm finally going.
Well, I'm very proud of you. What made you want to drive there?
Well, I'm gonna go out and bop around, so it will be easier for me, I guess.
Yeah, it'd be cheaper than getting a car and getting a flight.
Insert card or pay cash.
There it is.
Exactly. Yeah, sorry, it's screaming at me.
No, it's okay. I was figured it'd be an AI machine or something.
It should be.
Our drive-thrus are now. You go to Wendy's now, and it's like, what's going on over there? It's like an AI machine or whatever.
I don't know what's happening here.
No, I'll wait for you.
Or a valid card.
Uh-oh.
Oh, all right. Thanks, Joe. No, you're good. I'm putting in cash now.
I'll wait for you. We're talking with Brendan on the line. He's on a voyage. He's on a voyage from Cape Cod to Montana, which I would never do. You would have to pay me to do that.
Yeah, I won't lie. It's pretty long, but all right, I'm through the toll.
What will it be in total? The hours?
I think the total drive is 36, but I'll probably go about 33. But I think I just got through Chicago, so I'm probably gonna stop in an hour and a half because I've been going since 4.
Are you gonna get a hotel and stay and then go, or what?
Yeah, I think tonight I'm gonna get a hotel, and then the next tomorrow I'll probably get a hotel, and then the next night hopefully I'll be in Montana. So
what have you been snacking on the way?
I was eating some Uncrustables earlier, and they're so slept on for a road snack, man. They are absolutely
Uncrustables,
but,
huh?
Oh yeah, my mom got them for me because I was going on my trip. I was like, okay, I'm going to eat the whole box in the first 2 days.
You ever had a frozen one?
Oh yeah, that's how you eat them to me. I don't eat them frozen.
That's awesome, man.
Awesome. And I was going to mention to you, do you like Reese's?
I love Reese's.
Okay, I'm a huge Reese's guy. So my favorite Reese's is the big cups, right? And they come in all different flavors now. But I went to get one the other day at the gas station, and at the register, they had this new one it's called a Reese's Jumbo, and it's like $3, and I swear, look it up, it's almost the size of your hand. Well, you probably have huge hands, but probably like half the size of your hand. It's pretty big. It's gonna be like 5
Oh, I see it. A Reese's Jumbo Cup.
Yep.
But it just comes with one, though, right? Don't you have to have two?
Yep. I know. I say the same thing. I guarantee you they'll come out with like a king size of that. It'll probably be like 1,000 calories in just 2 Reese's cups, I would think.
Hey, there's no wrong way to eat a Reese's. How do you eat yours?
I take 3 bites. Like I do 1 bite, then I do like a bite to the side, and then I eat the last third. You know what I mean?
I used to stick a hole in it and eat the middle first.
Wow, what? How would you eat the middle first?
I would stick my finger through the middle, and then I would lick the rest out, and then I would eat it to the side like you would do.
Wow, I've never heard of that. That's pretty good.
That's like a fat guy thing,
Do you still eat them like that, or?
Well, I can't even remember the last time I've had one, but I do love the Easter ones are great.
Oh, yep.
When it's the egg.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, they just came out with the pumpkins too, like a couple weeks ago.
Wait, they're already out? They're already pumpkin?
Oh man, they've been out since middle of July. Go to CVS, it's Halloween in there already.
So am I the first person you've spoken to in a long time?
Yeah. I mean, I called my dad. I called my dad 3 hours ago, but that's about it.
Yeah. No, I know what it's like. All day you don't talk to anybody, and then you just start blabbing. And I'm happy. I'm happy to assist you on this journey, and we'll be on until 11 o'clock tonight on the app.
I appreciate it, Joe.
I would like to know. I'm working Patriots tomorrow, but I'll be on Sunday. If you call in on Sunday, I want to know about your trip.
Okay, I will. I'll definitely
buddy.
call in.
Appreciate you. Good luck.
All right,
Stay safe. Bye-bye. Life's a journey, not a destination, everybody. He is on a destination and a journey. I'm Joe Mario. We'll get to the headline here. You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Sports Hub headlines presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
All right, what happened today? Well, you know what we do have already? Preseason football. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Do I even work? I have a radio show. I shouldn't even say media. But I'm just like you all. Starting tomorrow, I will be locked in for, let's call it 26 weeks. You get your preseason week, 2 weeks. You get that week before Labor Day, and then boom. 18 weeks. 3 preseason, let's call it. That's 21. Wild card round 22. Divisional round 23. AFC Championship weekend 24. Then the gap between the weeks 25. And then the Super Bowl. Yes, 26 weeks straight from now until the Super Bowl, everybody. So you got me. You got me. I'm here. Skaz and I are going to be doing 4th and Fridays all over again. We got Joe Me the Money coming. We'll have bets for you. We'll have guests on from everywhere. We're going to try to get some guests from the opposite team so we can get both sides of the stories every week. But we're locked in, baby. We're here for you. And I read this article, and it's Jerry Thornton, who I like. We sang a Christmas song together on stage in Lynn one night. So that's the kind of relationship Jerry and I have. He was also wearing a Clark Griswold jersey. But Mike Vrabel spilling blood and Drake May outplaying Jaden Daniels in practice proves the Patriots are back. That's the story today. He starts off, there are moments in any hero's journey that stand out. Long before the mission is complete, the battle is won and the peace is restored. Odysseus had to defeat the Cyclops and save his men. Luke Skywalker had to face Vader. Hulk Hogan had to body slam Andre the Giant. It's facing these challenges along with the way they're part of the hero's character arc that define who he is and make the journey epic. And a new chapter, an improved 2025 version of the New England Patriots had such moments in a joint practice on Wednesday. But I love you, Jerry. Arguably the best single day of training camp in franchise history, he says. Though I have no idea to actually back up the claim or quantify it. But I can say that as I've been going to Pat's camp since the 1990s when they were at Bryant College in Smithfield, Rhode Island. I can never recall a day of anything like it. It was a circus yesterday, people. Bon Jovi, Jason Tatum, it was just a crowd. It was wild. It was wild. Mike Vrabel jumped into a pile, had blood on his face. Can't remember a more inspirational, iconic moment from a leader. I can't remember one. Maybe Joe Mazzulla, guys. I don't know. Maybe when Bill Belichick grabbed that ref after the no call on Luke Kuechly in the back of the end zone. You remember that one? Belichick grabbed him. That was a good one. Ooh, that'd be a good tears for Maz if he's listening. He's not listening. He's at Pudley's right now.
Yeah, they're tearing up the island right now.
They're at the fairgrounds getting lit. Good. You know what? Good for them. I'm jealous.
I hope Dennis is with him too.
I hope Dennis got the most well-done burger and he's happy. I'm very plain. Like, I don't do, you just give me bacon and cheese. Like, I'm happy. Dennis just needs a hamburger.
No bun, right?
Do it, and he likes it more than medium. How about that? I'll say that. So, yes, I hope he's living large, too. I've never been, Skaz, I've never been to Nantucket in my adult life. How about that? Like, the idea of driving to the Cape to get on a boat, a ferry, to go somewhere, I'm happy for them. Felger Island, he lives on that thing for 20 years now.
Oh, he's the mayor. He's in his element today.
He is the mayor. The beaches will be open.
That shirt was unbuttoned. He was feeling loose.
Did they have the panda hats again?
I don't know if it made it on the broadcast, but I feel like it had to be there.
I'm curious now if they had the panda hats today. But just reading this, can you just remember a bigger icon, an inspirational moment than Mike Vrabel in the pile, The Patriots are back, guys.
I hope the Patriots are back when they actually win football games in the regular season. That to me would be the Patriots being back, winning more than 4 games 2 years in a row. I would prefer that than the Hardo head coach, bloodying his face at practice.
One of the other things that Jerry Thornton wrote was Drake May outdueled Jaden Daniels.
On August 6th. That's exciting. Joe Milton lit it up in August.
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
Oh, very exciting.
Did you know that Drake May had 3 touchdowns yesterday?
Look,
he did have an interception.
It's a good thing the Patriots look good at practice. That is not a bad thing.
Yeah, I'm busting balls.
Do we have to do? And I know Jerry's, doing it in jest, the greatest practice ever. But you're setting yourself up for.
He's riding the fence if you think about it.
Yeah.
He's telling you the iconic moments and the great day that it was, and the Patriots are back. When realistically, this is what we're going to look back at now, is the blood on Vrabel's face and Drake May, 3 touchdowns?
Joe, after the last 2 years, this is where we're at, where Drake May lighting it up in practice and a coach showing an ounce of, caring or mixing it up with the boys that's great. That's good. That's how low the bar has been lowered the last 2 seasons.
You know what? You know how Maz has really crawls up my ass? Like we need a sounder for that? Whenever we have a low bar moment, I feel like we need a low bar like sounder. I don't know why, Skaz, but I feel like low bar has really been like, I don't know. Whenever I say something about the Patriots, it's like, wow, we're really talking about the good hands that Will Campbell has at camp. Like it's I guess it's a really low bar considering the hands that nobody had a year ago. By the way, I just watched the Anthony Richardson play where he got hurt in preseason. Not one person blocked for him. I'm almost wondering if that's like obviously you got guys out there competing for jobs who might not know what they're doing. How do you let your quarterback get smoked like that? Get ready for Daniel Jones over there, everybody, or Riley Leonard. Get ready for that. Oh, by the way, Anthony Richardson beat the Patriots by himself last year. You couldn't stop him once. And then on a 2-point conversion play, he got it over you. But they're back, Skaz. The iconic moments, David versus Goliath. Bonnie is in Brockton. Bonnie.
Hey, Joe. How you doing?
How you doing?
Hey, so hearing people talk this week about Roman Anthony signing his contract, you think maybe something that might have been in the back of his mind would be seeing Christian Campbell struggle and go back down, and then Marcelo Meyer get hurt, and Tristan Cassis blow out his knee on a routine play just running down the first baseline, and him just saying, you know what? This could happen to me at any time. I'll take the money now.
Yeah, listen, the only thing I'll say is just to be factual. Alex Spear reported today that they did go to him in spring training with a deal and his agent turned it down. So the Cassis thing hasn't happened yet. But did maybe those things, the agent's like, nah, man, you're waiting this out. And he's like, I don't know, man. I've been talking to you know what I'm saying? So you might be right. Maybe it swayed Roman. Definitely not his agent.
Yeah. Joe, I got one other thing for you if you got time for it.
I got you, bro.
Okay, hey, food recommendation. You're on the South Shore. You're looking for a deli sub. That's Italian 2 in Weymouth.
Italian 2. Oh,
that's Italian 2.
That's Italian 2.
Best Italian sub you'll ever get. And whatever you want, they'll take care of you. They hook it up.
Just tell them Joey Murray. Yeah, what should I tell them that Barney sent me?
Oh, you walk in, you say, "Hey, Barney sent me." They'll take care of you. They know the deal. I've been going there since I was 12 years old.
Okay, so that's on Washington. I used to go to, was it Prevides? Is that what it's called over there?
Yeah. Prevides. That's like that's like half a mile up the street from that Italian too.
No, I know the area. There's a cannolis over there too, and all that.
Yep, exactly.
I know the area. Yep.
Of course you do, Joe.
No, it's only because I grew up in Hyde Park and we used to go over to Weymouth and all that years ago. The Venetian still over there?
It is, but it's under new ownership, man. They don't do it the same way they used to.
I knew the Pikas. They were very nice people.
Oh, dude, the Pikas. I went paintballing with Mike Pika 2 weeks ago.
Thank you, buddy. Anything goes tonight. Skaz, when's the last time you went paintballing?
Not sure I've ever been paintballing.
Get out of here. I've at least paintballed before.
Maybe once for like a birthday party, but not like often.
That's what happened to me once. I got smoked. You never want to bring a big guy. If you're a large man, you don't want to go paintballing. You know what someone did? They froze some of the paintballs. Not cool. By the way, but when I went paintballing, it was near the garden. So, like, it's not what Causeway looks like now over there. It was this abandoned warehouse, or is it a parking lot? I don't remember, but there was hay. I don't know why there was hay. And then there was little barriers, and oh yeah, those things were explosive. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to go paintball. I have done laser tag. That's cool too. Anyways. All right, we got to go to a break. This hour of the sports has been brought to you by Safety Insurance, providing comprehensive coverage for your auto, home, and business. Ask your independent agent about safety. The man of mystery, the most important man for the Patriots, according to the Boston Herald. We'll tell you who that is coming up next here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
More Joe Murray coming up on the Sports Hub. Boston sports fans, it's 98.5, the Sports Hub. Beasley Media Group station. Essential Sports Hub headline presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
All right, Red Sox are off tonight. They are going to San Diego tomorrow. There's plenty of preseason football, though, going on. I'll give you a couple scores. Ravens lead the Colts 14-6 at the moment. Daniel Jones has taken over for Anthony Richardson, who left the game with an ankle injury. He got crushed. Nobody blocked him. Keaton Mitchell has a touchdown, though, for Baltimore. Bengals and Eagles tied at 7. Joe Burrow with a touchdown pass to Mike Gesicki in this one. Later on tonight, Raiders, they travel to Seattle. Patriots, they'll play their first preseason game tomorrow versus Washington. It all begins at 4:30 tomorrow here on the Sports Hub. Kickoff at 7:30. Then I'll have you a post-game immediately after the game. And one injury today in the NFL. Rashawn Slater left practice today. Looks like it's a torn ACL. He'll be done for the season. And we got New Hampshire versus Massachusetts. The battle lines have been crossed. Winner goes to the Little League World Series. It's a big one. Braintree was winning 2-0. Headlines, they are brought to you by Premier Basement Waterproofing. If you find water from the rain or some pump isn't pumping, call the best. Third-generation family-owned, the Albert family, 844-LIVE-DRY, or premierbasement.net. It's game over for water. I'm Joe Murray.
No matter where you go, you're always connected to Boston sports with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app. Download it wherever you get your apps today.
I'm Joe Murray. Skaz is here as well. I have football on my television. I am watching the Colts and Ravens. Nobody wants to watch the Colts. But you know what? I love football. I can't wait to watch Maction. Last night, remember we were talking to Greeny about Arizona State. Anyway, do you think Buffalo wins?
They'll be better coaching wise.
Okay.
I think they'll be better personnel wise.
Okay.
I think this team should be better than they were last year. I didn't think they had the proper personnel last year and the proper coaching to help them go anywhere last year, Joe. And that's just how I feel about it.
No, hey man, I feel you. No, well, let's talk it out though. Do you assume Buffalo wins the East?
Yeah, I got Buffalo winning the East.
Okay, so now they have to be a wild card team. So I think Baltimore wins the North.
Yeah,
I think the Texans win the South.
Yeah, I think Baltimore wins the North, the Bills win the East, and the Patriots are in the mix for a wild card, Joe.
So I have the Broncos winning the West. I have the Chargers as a wild card team. So now we need another wild card team. I have the Bengals as that team.
Yeah, I'm watching the Bengals right now against Philadelphia. Actually, I'm watching that game right now.
So that means that you could only get, what's that, 4 or 5, that's
on the
6,
TV
right?
app.
Yep.
I'm watching that game right now.
So you get what, 2 more wild card teams, guys? Is that how it works?
Yeah, I got
So that means the Patriots could be one of those teams. Maybe the Chiefs are one of those teams. I have them not making the playoffs. Could Pittsburgh go back to the playoffs, right? Could the I'm just trying to find another team here.
Yeah.
Could the Dolphins be a team?
I don't know how good Pittsburgh. I think one of them could come out of the North as well. I think Pittsburgh, the Patriots of Pittsburgh may be battling for the wild card spots. I don't, that's my expectation.
All right, Justin. I'll be following. You got it, bro. That's something we might have to go through one night. Like, is it just set in stone that Baltimore is going to make it? Like, could there be a surprise? Because as far as the AFC goes, I'll tell you right now, I have the Chiefs out, so that means somebody else has to be in. Anyways, let's talk about this story here that I read from Andrew Callahan, and if I had him on the air, I'd love to shake his hand because I am so interested now. But the Patriots have the most powerful person in the organization under Mike Vrabel. Even Sean McVay says he shaped how he sees the game. He changed the Ohio State-Michigan history forever. And the name is John Stryker, a.k.a. Stretch. And he goes on to start in a dark wooden door inside a meeting room at Ohio State's football facility, the empty space behind it running 7 feet long and 3 wide, whereas John Stryker walked in, laid down, slept hundreds of times overtime, and man, now they call him Stretch. This is where Mike Vrabel says he first found him. Then an unpaid coaching intern who lived there starting in 2012. He had pure love of the game. I said, "Who are you?" Vrabel mentioned. He said, "Stretch." And I told him, "Well, time to get to work." In those days, Stretch cut video. He created presentations. He studied film, chauffeured recruits, and basically everything Ohio State assistants like Vrabel asked of him. All his clothes hung in a couple of lockers. His food kept warm in the cafeteria. And of the millions of people who ever claimed to live, breathe, and sleep Ohio State football, Stretch is the only one who told the truth, thanks to that closet. And he talks about that closet very, very often. But, of course, Vrabel hired Stretch to be the vice president of football operations this year. His 11 years at Ohio State, was with him with Tennessee for a bit, was with the Rams a year ago. But he used to pride himself on telling me his only bill was his cell phone bill. Imagine that. I'm like, could you sleep anywhere, Skez?
No.
Remember we had the homeless guy the other night? Well, was homeless, once homeless. I need more of him. Oh, you weren't on with it. But anyways, this guy, it was like Joe Dirt and Dennis Miller.
I feel like I heard it.
I told you about this.
Yeah.
But like this guy told me his story and how he used to race motorcycles and lost all his money and lived under a bridge. And all I could think of was the Red Hot Chili Peppers song, Under the Bridge Downtown. And then he said he got back on his feet and whatever, but it was just, I felt like I had to hear about his life story. Anyways, there's a long story about Stretch, who's 35, he's 6'7", and he's very cheap. He drives a Hyundai. Can you really learn a lot about a person by the car they drive, Skez?
Yeah. Do you believe his only bill was his cell phone bill?
In 2012? I mean, Bill Belichick lived in the Colts locker room with Ted Marshall-Broda like years, hundreds.
Yeah, in the 70s.
Probably even, was it the 70s? I don't know.
Something like that.
But this Stretch learned under who? Urban Meyer.
Yeah, that's a leader right there. That's a leader of men. Good guy, Urban Meyer. That's who I want my leaders learning from. Oh, we're doing this again, Joe, right? We're doing this.
Here comes Ernie, the new Ernie Adams.
Ernie Adams, yep.
Everything's great, guys. They're back.
Oh, it's great. So this guy's the one of the best in the league, right? He's the only guy, I don't want to misquote the article, he's the only guy that's ever told the truth about Ohio State football. Is that what it says?
Yes.
The only guy ever.
Well, no one's telling the truth about Michigan football.
So what? This guy, I'm supposed to believe he's this genius, best possible GM of the future, but he works under Mike Vrabel, right?
Yep.
And he's going to do that for forever?
I don't know.
No one wants to promote him? No one wants to give him an actual job with power?
I guess he organized all the programs for the Pats.
He's good at spreadsheets. That's good.
Well, he was part of the booster clubs at Ohio State.
Oh, those booster clubs. Very clean programs.
He helped renovate the locker room and new helmets and uniforms and helped organize all that stuff.
That's exciting. That helps your football team win right there.
That's right. All the departments that exist in college football today with 15 different people. Well, that's what he did over there. Look, call me a cynic, call me a pessimist, fine. I don't care about this.
I care about if they win football games. I don't care about Mike Vrabel in the scrum at practice. I don't care about Drake May outdueling Jaden Daniels on, August 6th. I think it's good. I'm happy they look like a competent football team, but none of it matters if they go out and lay an egg against the Raiders or if they go out and lay an egg against the Steelers.
Agree. Did you know that Stretch was behind the loophole in the NFL rulebook, committing consecutive penalties to keep the clock running in this extra minute and a half?
It's exciting. Loopholes. That's where we're at, Joe. Loopholes. Very exciting. Wins, I think those are exciting.
Yeah. Well, Stretch got his stamp of approval with LA last year. Had their big game plan. They lost in the snow. I don't know if Stretch has enough for in the snow.
You can't control the weather, Joe. There's only so much he can do.
He's the most important man.
It's kind of terrifying, isn't it? Wouldn't you think the most important man should be, I don't know, the quarterback or the head coach? Is that too much to ask?
Sean McVay also said when they lost that game, he knew he was going to lose Stretch because Vrabel was going to call. That was in the story, too. His bond with Vrabel is one of the tightest in football, perhaps the tightest. To say Stretch knows where the bodies are buried would be to overlook the possibility he may have been the one who put them there in the first place.
He's the Undertaker, Joe.
I just want everyone to know.
Talk about the Reaper, Joe. Maybe we found him.
No, I'm Callahan. I love this. Is great.
No, I'm a big Andrew Callahan fan.
I'm not shooting the writer here.
No, absolutely not. We're big Callahan guys. I just think I don't care about Stretch. I don't.
Stretch going to be out there, Scaz, blocking?
Yeah, is he going to be on the field?
Can he catch footballs?
How'd that Ernie Adams draft pick go?
Oh, the last one?
Yeah, they let him have his ceremonial draft pick?
Yeah. Don't think that one worked, right?
No.
Wide receiver Trey Nixon?
Good for you, Joe, for remembering that name.
You know why? Because Ernie Adams was the most important guy to Bill Belichick, right?
This is where we're at, Joe. The bar.
Do we have?
The bar has been lowered to depths we can't even fathom.
There we go. Where'd you get that from?
That is James Cameron, who's tried to raise the bar numerous times on South Park. He's upset with where the world went. I think Honey Boo Boo might have been what finally set him off. But yes, raising the bar, Joe. We can all hope.
So, Vrabel was looking for Stretch. Turns out, Stretch met with Jonathan Kraft, president of the Kraft Group. They discussed the Patriots' new state-of-the-art facility, which broke ground last December and is scheduled to be open next spring. A physical manifestation of the franchise's future. Stretch is redesigning it.
I need a cigarette after this article, Joe. This is effusive.
Let's ask Barth about Stretch. This is real. Like, all the shows. Did anybody talk about this today?
There was some Stretch talk
I
today.
just want to make sure. I did an event at Atomic Coffee, one of our new partners. So shout out to Logan and Spencer over there. Great coffee. Go tell them Joey Murr sent you. So I missed the Stretch stuff today. Maybe there's too much grab ass going on.
So if Stretch is the most powerful person in the Patriots organization under Mike Vrabel, where does Josh McDaniels fall in the hierarchy there? Who does Josh McDaniels report to?
That's low, Scaz. He's lower than Stretch.
Well, that's what I'm asking. So offensive coordinator, not as important or have as much impact as Stretch. So Drake May struggles, offense struggles. Is that Josh McDaniels? Can we blame Stretch for any of that? I want to know what we can blame Stretch for. I think that's fair. If he's the second most powerful guy in the organization under the head coach, what are his, game day responsibilities? What is Stretch doing to help the football team win other than, setting up the new weight room?
Good point. I want to know what we can blame. Well, test Alice Barth. We'll do that next here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Don't go anywhere. There's more Joe Murray. On the way on 98. ideas are just his pregame.
They've been getting wholesale deals for years.
It's Joe Murray on the Sports Hub.
All right, back here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
What's going on, Joe?
Well, we got football on our television. I really, really hope that, we don't see what happens to Drake May tomorrow, what we saw to Anthony Richardson, if you had a chance to see that play.
I have, and I hopefully Drake May's pre-snap awareness and just overall pocket awareness is better than that. Like, I don't want to dump on Richardson when he got hurt, but you got a better pocket presence than that. Like, that is, in a sense, on the quarterback. I would like to think, and just from what we've seen in camp, I do think Drake May can keep himself out of that sort of situation one way or the other.
All right, well, I know you were on with Felger Maz yesterday. You were giving your analysis of what you've seen down there. But for the most part, last night we were just saying, well, based off what was reported, it was a good day. So, like, when you say good day, how would you rank it from 1 to 10 yesterday at the joint practices?
8.5. It definitely wasn't perfect, but it was overall very encouraging.
That's a high expectation.
I mean, yeah, what's to say? I haven't had a good offensive It's funny, like, you highlight one offensive practice, it kind of feels like a dumb exercise, right? But I know Mike Reese said with Zolak and Bertrand yesterday, like, it might have been, one of their best practices since Brady. I don't necessarily think that's hyperbole. Like, and what does one practice mean? Who knows? Mac Jones had that one unbelievable practice against the Giants as a rookie when he won the job. Obviously, that didn't amount to much, but so many training camp practices the last 2 or 3 years. I mean, they have 15, 16 open practices. We'd come away from at least half, if not double digits, and you'd have to do the same take of what are they going to do about the offense. We've had sort of maybe kind of one of those practices this year, not even really. And this was one where you came away just really encouraged. So I think some of it is, compared to expectations and recency bias, but it was nice to see a complete effort from them in that setting.
All right, Alex, I know we did a show together, and I remember saying, man, like, you've had a little bit of a run here. Getting on the beat, and the teams have been very interesting, right? It's been something different almost every year.
Yeah.
The report, it's an easier camp than I guess Bedard said it was the easiest camp he's covered. Do you feel that way? Do you think that it's been fairly a light camp?
It's less physically demanding. I don't know that means easier. I say it's easier physically. I don't know that it's easier mentally, because I think part of the reason it's lighter physically is they're taking more time to drill down the details. And you got to be right on that stuff, and the coaches are maybe looking a little closer at you. You compare it to last year. Last year they would stretch, do one individual period, and boom, they were in 11-on-11s, and that's all they did all day. And that was a very physically demanding camp. That, I remember saying at the time, was the most physically demanding camp I've covered. That obviously didn't amount to anything. This feels like the other extreme. So that's not to say whether it will work or not, but just, running guys for the sake of running them isn't necessarily an answer.
So is tomorrow night the first time that, at least publicly, that the team has actually hit and tackled people?
Yeah, they haven't done any live tackling drills yet.
How do you feel about that? Like, I mean, I guess, at certain levels of sports, you at least do some tackling drills, right? I don't know. How do you feel about, I'm kind of curious. They are professionals, right? I am kind of curious what a team would look like that hasn't tackled all summer long.
I'll say this, like, camp's not what it was, but I've seen maybe 3 or 4 live tackling periods the entire time I've covered the Patriots. It's not something that happens a lot. New. And usually when you have it, it's guys who are lower on the depth chart. So that's why these games in September have been kind of a mess the last few years, because the practices are not as physically demanding. Less starters, less contributors are playing in those preseason games. So you see sloppy tackling in September. Well, guys get their legs back under them. It's kind of a league-wide problem. I would love for there to be more live tackling in training camp practices. It's going to be tough to get the players to go for it. And, teams themselves are going to be hesitant because of injuries. Like, do you really want Stephon Diggs going out there and being live tackled by some guy trying to do everything he can to make the team. There's an argument against that, right? So it's not that unusual for a team to have not done much, if at all, live tackling at this point this year, but that being the standard has certainly sort of changed the way the NFL product looks. And, you compare it to college football, they tackle to the ground in fall camp. And college football is sloppy in its own ways, but you can kind of see that reflected, and they don't have a preseason, so there's that, but you can kind of see that reflected when they get started.
All right, we'll talk with Alex Barth. He's everywhere this year. Patriots Hub podcast, right? Doing stuff for 98.5. Yep. You're going to probably be at the games. I know we're doing a post-game show together, so there's a lot of Alex Barth coming up. I heard you and Doloff, you guys were going over what to watch for tomorrow night.
Yes.
Give us some of the things you're looking for, and has anything changed since the podcast as we anticipate tomorrow's game?
So I'll give you one thing that, and Matt and I will both have kind of our game previews, what we're looking for, up tomorrow morning on 98.5 thesportshub.com. One thing I added in mind that I didn't get to as much in the podcast as I probably should have, just the operational element of it. Last year in the preseason, they had some troubles lining up. They had some troubles with penalties. And, I'm not blaming other people. I was a part of this. I think a lot of people chalked it up to just, it's the preseason and they're ironing the kinks out. But obviously, as we saw last year, they had trouble lining up and they had trouble with penalties. That ended up being pertinent. So I would expect Vrabel and his staff to be better in that regard, certainly. But it is the first game with the new coaching staff. He's preached a lot, being better with the operational stuff. So, it's week one of the preseason. I don't know if it's going to be perfect, but are they getting lined up right? Are they not having to burn meaningless timeouts? Are they not taking dumb penalties? Are they not taking alignment penalties? The bar's pretty, I have high expectations for Vrabel in that regard. I have high expectations for this coaching staff in that regard because they are experienced. But expectations aren't reality. You got to see it, right? So in addition to some of the roster battle stuff, I just want to see them clean in and out of the huddle, in and out of the formation, that sort of thing.
Do you think it's going to be vanilla offensively? We know how McDaniels works, but also, can some guys go in motion? We'll probably see a good look of Baker, right? And Efton Chisholm, and, there's probably a battle at running back, right? So, I'm curious if we're going to see something that's not just vanilla, that it is hard to learn on the fly, and I wonder if they're going to incorporate that early on.
I don't think you'll see anything too complex. That's what they were doing on Wednesday. They were running more of their true offense on Wednesday. It's not going to be all four verticals. There'll be some wrinkles. I think you'll see some motion. I'm curious how much we see the fullback and who it is, because they signed Brock Lampy as a UDFA. He was arguably the best fullback in college football last year, certainly the best one that, didn't return to school. And so he was running with the ones in camp, and you're like, okay, the fullback's back. He has his Jakob Johnson, his James Devlin, that guy's back in the fold. Lampy gets hurt in the first padded practice, goes on IR, and they haven't signed another fullback since. Jack Westover's been doing it when they've used that guy in practice, but they haven't done it as much. I don't know. I just find it hard to believe that you plan to have a fullback and a guy gets hurt and suddenly you rip that whole part out of the playbook. Now, maybe I was reading it wrong, how much they were using Lampy in practice, and it wasn't actually going to be a significant part of what they were going to do. And, there's still plenty of opportunities for them to add a fullback, especially after roster cuts to see who ends up on the practice squad. But, it's an offense that traditionally uses a fullback that doesn't have a traditional fullback on the roster right now. Are they going to use an offensive lineman? Are they going to use a smaller tight end and turn that into more of an H-back spot? I'm going to be very interested, especially when I don't know how much the starters are going to be out there, but that second unit, right? Guys who are going to make the team, maybe not play a lot, but make the team. I'll be interested to see how much they use a fullback if they do, and if they do, who is it?
Alex, we're talking to Alex Barth, 98.5thesportshub.com. We'll be covering the game tomorrow night. Make sure to check that out. You mentioned something that I've been thinking about here, but you recently, maybe we worked together. I heard it somewhere else, but there's a kicker competition going on. But I'm watching the Ravens game right now. The number 33, just the kicker on the new kickoff rule, of course, in the second season. Tyler Loop, remember he was drafted in the 6th round this year. He literally just tackled on the kick return to save a big play. Do you think that really is a part of the new rules when it comes to the kickoff, that they want the kicker to be involved? I mean, Luke just did it in a preseason game.
I mean, I don't think they're drawing it up for the kicker to be involved, but that guy's the last line of defense.
Yeah.
That's the last guy back, and you want him to at least be competitive. And if you see Andy Borgalis, I mean, he's a big dude for a kicker. Like, he looks kind of like a small safety. So I do think that I don't know that they're going to keep a kicker just because he's a better tackler. I don't think that's going to be a part of it. But yeah. I do think, Joe, the kickoffs matter in the kicker competition as much or more than the field goals. They moved the touchback up again. I think teams are going to actually put the ball in play this year and make teams return it. And part of doing that is having a coverage plan, and part of the coverage plan is the kicker being able to put the ball in a certain spot when you need him to. You're not just kicking it off and it's on the fly, right? You can't just have the kicker kick the ball to the left and everybody has to adjust to that. There's a plan to it. And you obviously you want to kick it as deep as possible without it going in the end zone, which is a skill. So I think that we're going to track the field goals, and that's fun and all of that. The kickoffs are going to factor into this kicker battle too.
All right, Alex. One other thing I wanted to mention, Andrew Callahan of the Herald wrote an article today regarding Stretch, John Stryker.
Yep.
Is he the new Ernie Adams? I don't know if you got a chance to read this thing, but what do you know about Stretch, and is he Mike Vrabel's true right-hand guy? And what can we blame him for or hold him accountable for with the Patriots?
So I think he's kind of a combination of Ernie Adams and Burge Nigerian, who did help Bill with some media stuff, like kind of manage the media. I think it's sort of a combination of that role. What exactly is he going to do football-wise? Like it's Ernie Adams, right? It's tough to say. I think they're planning on when do they go for it on, fourth downs versus kicking. When do they go for two, things like that. I think trying to highlight and find specific matchups or tendencies. I don't know this for sure. This is just me guessing, but you remember the story that Bill told? I think it was Orlando Pace or they're playing the Ravens in their tackle. They figured out that if his feet were together at the snap, it was a run. Mm-hmm. If they were apart at the snap, it was a pass. And it was every time he was doing that, and they found that out, and they were able to basically tell all of the Ravens plays. I would think hunting for things like that would be sort of what Stretch is doing too. Just kind of the little details that maybe a specific coach who's doing a week-to-week game plan isn't going to have enough time to really narrow in on.
All right. We would just kind of go reading that article, and it just oozed of Ernie Adams. It was just, I don't know. We don't know anything. I heard he was the ref this week, though, and he made a controversial call on a Keyshawn.
Kind of. When they did the in-stadium practice, he was keeping score because they weren't scoring by touchdowns and field goals. They were giving each team style points, like at the X Games.
Yeah. So what do you got going on tomorrow?
I'm on 10-2 at Tim Cone.
All right.
And then I will be going down to Gillette. We'll have coverage of the Brady ceremony at 6, and then obviously the game.
All right. He's Alex Barth. You can check him out tomorrow. 98.5 The Sports,
right.
98.5thesportshub.com. Check out all his podcast work as well. Alex, I appreciate taking a few minutes tonight. Enjoy the games, and we'll be listening to you tomorrow morning.
Thanks for having me, Joe.
You got it. He's Alex Barth, everybody. I got the Barth tender. Oh, he's giving me info. Got the Barth tender. Ooh-wee. I just watched. I don't know what just happened. It looked like there was a free kick or something at the end of the half there. I don't know. Oh, is there a return? Yeah, we got a kickoff return. That was a replay, though, Skaz. I thought it was live. Number 83 of the Ravens. Let me see if I can see who that was. Are you betting on this thing tonight?
No preseason action for me tonight, Joe.
I'm not much of a... But I will tell you this, though. The betting community today, they were very high on the Bengals. LaJohntay Wester had the touchdown there on the kick return. He went to where, Skaz? Do you know where he went?
Mississippi.
Colorado. He was the opposite receiver, too. Mr. Both Ways.
Maybe he's from Mississippi. I'm going to go with that.
Well, you know what? Let's find out. Where is this man from? I don't know. LeJante Wester played at Colorado. I do remember him. And he just had a big kick return. He went to Palmetto High School in Florida. All right. It's all the same out there anyways, right, guys? SEC, it's just all the same. All right, let's hit the headline here. I'm Joe Murray, 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Sports Hub headlines, presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
All right, NFL preseason underway right now. Let's give you some of the scores. Ravens all over the Colts, 21-9 at halftime. Keaton Mitchell with a rushing touchdown in that one. Bengals have a 14-10 lead over the Eagles. Joe Burrow, 2 touchdowns. Ho-hum, Mike Gesicki, Jamar Chase, and the Raiders Seahawks later on tonight. Tomorrow, it's the quick, smelly.
It's Joe Murray on the Sports Hub.
All right, guys, I'm back in this preseason. Let's do it! Woo! This is our cult. This is our team. We bleed blue. This is our cult. Whether win or lose, we love them. For the shoe, beat the Ravens. Let's give them Edgar Allan woes. This is our team. Go Colts! Yay!
This guy sent that over to me today. I was like, man, that's so heartwarming.
Football's back, baby. Shout out Seth.
This is our Colts. This is our team. We live.
We bleed blue.
Okay, sorry. No, but the thing is, I have it in my brain. I just, like the song "Go Cubs Go." Go Cubs. I just know it. You just know it.
He's dropping a bar in that one too, as the kids would say. Give them their Edgar Allan woes.
He also did the face paint for those.
Oh yeah, he commits.
That's just preseason week 1 anthem.
He's just getting started.
So if he's dropping Edgar Allan woes,
he's locked in. He needs to be, yeah, especially with the quarterback situation over there in Indianapolis.
So I saw him get crushed.
Yes,
that's not Anthony Richard. Maybe I do need to put some accountability on him too, because he
doesn't protect himself.
I agree. He's a phenomenal talent that is so inexperienced.
He's an unbelievable athlete.
We talked about it last night. Bo Nix and Jaden Daniels are good because they're experienced. I bet you Dylan Gabriel, if he gets a shot, might have some experience. There's guys that have been in the league for a bit. Shedeur Sanders, say what you want about him. He's only had really 2 full years of high Division I football, but he started when they were Jacksonville State, right? So he is experienced. It's so odd to me that a lot of these quarterbacks, like Quinn Ewers, dude, I thought was like a top 5 selection. And what do you go in the 5th, 6th round or whatever? I do think experience matters, though. I really do. But did he break his finger? I'm looking at videos where he hurt his ankle and broke his finger.
The picture does not look good of his hand that I've seen.
But if you broke your finger, you can't play quarterback.
Yeah, I think it was maybe his pinky. Pure speculation.
I wouldn't be surprised if Daniel Jones is the starter. Here's the deal. I think Daniel Jones does need. It's his 3rd spot, right? Where did he end up last year?
Minnesota, right?
Minnesota, that's right. But I don't think he sucks. I really don't. I wonder, though, if the talent changes from the college to NFL. I do wonder, Riley Leonard's going to be the 3rd stringer.
I think it's a bad thing for Daniel Jones that Kevin O'Connell has J.J. McCarthy and lost Sam Darnold and didn't feel the need to keep Daniel Jones. To me, that's
why?
It's not a good sign.
Do you know why? Want to know why? I think he's got Kirk Cousins in his back pocket. I really do. Now, I'm sure Atlanta's going to have to make that decision, right? Oh, where is he? Still in Atlanta?
I believe so.
No, I just think that's going to happen. At some point, I think they want to guide Penix. I've been watching Penix in practice, dude. He's throwing dimes. So isn't Joe Milton, though, right? Everybody's throwing dimes right now. Anyways, there's games. Oh, the Jamar Chase spin move, by the way. Welcome to the NFL, whoever that was.
You a little surprised to see Burrow and Chase out there?
Just to back this up, though, they weren't ready to go last year.
Well, that's why I ask, because,
that has to be an emphasis, right?
Yeah, they lose week 1 every year with Taylor, right?
That's why
he struggles early in the season.
Dude, they were the hottest team in the NFL at the end of the year.
But they lost to the Patriots and missed the playoffs.
No, I swear to you, I think if they made the playoffs, I don't know. The Ravens, they probably could have beat Scouts. I don't know about Buffalo, but you know what? Was Buffalo really ever challenged? The thing is, what's the Bengals' defense? I don't even know.
The Bills certainly weren't challenged in the AFC East last year.
I don't think they're going to be again this year either. It's just my take. All right. We're going to do more football stuff later on in the show. We're going to talk to Chris Cotillo. It's an off night for the Red Sox, but you know what? He has no days off. He's going to join us tonight. And, well, Scouts, guess what we have next? Some people in our chat gave us a few in or outs as well, so I'll add those in there. We'll take a quick break. Are you in or out? Gotta know without a doubt. We'll do that next here on the Sports Hub.
What's it gonna be, McFly? Are you in or out?
More Joe Murray. Bertrand gets you through the midday, Joe Murray gets you right through the night.
I actually spoke with women today.
On the Sports Hub.
Are you in or out? Gotta know without a doubt. I'm the one you need for a dirty deed. I'm the best. Success is guaranteed.
I got to shout out some people on Twitter. They're tagging me and you and stuff. Lately,
I didn't see that. Okay.
This week, in or outs, you simply come up with a couple questions, maybe not even questions, topics. Throw them at Joe, and he decides if he is in or out. Pretty self-explanatory, but yes, Joe, Thursday, August 7th. Why not start with one of those submissions? Someone tweeted at us earlier today. Kamai, I want to say. I give a shout out to him or her.
Just real quick, play at the plate. Mass, UNH. Throw it home. No block of the plate. He covered the middle of it. It's under review. I think he's out. I think the ball got there before the runner. I think out of safety, they should. It's Little League kids, okay? Out of safety, the ball was there before the slide. I understand you still have to make the tag and everything, but I would call him out on that one. Their review, you can review in Little League. You believe that?
Welcome to the future, Joe.
They called him out. How they gonna overview this thing? Was the tag? Oh, the tag wasn't down. The ball was there before. Safety, right? All right, go ahead. In or out? Are you in or out on this one being out?
He looks out to me, Joe. Looks out to me. All right, Joe, we'll start with our friends over at Chick-fil-A. Joe, Chick-fil-A is releasing their very own waffle chips. They will be available in original and Chick-fil-A sauce flavored waffle potato chips available in Chick-fil-A stores starting August 18th. Joe Murray, are we in or out on Chick-fil-A waffle potato chips?
In. I love their waffle fries, don't you?
Big time, yeah.
Salt or something about them.
They're good. No McDonald's fry, but they're up there.
No, it's fine. But where do you go to? Where can you get a good waffle fry these days? I'm in. Listen, I remember TGI Fridays used to make chips. A lot of places made chips. So, in.
Do you think we could get like Polynesian ones, like Polynesian sauce chips? Like I like the Chick-fil-A sauce, but I'm hoping for more variety here down the line. I don't know if that's too much to ask. We will stick with Chick-fil-A though, Joe. Chick-fil-A also announced that the pretzel cheddar club sandwich will be available at Chick-fil-A locations also starting August 18th. Joe Murray, are you in or out on pretzel bun sandwiches? And are you in or out on pretzel bun club sandwiches?
This is an in for me, but I'm going to tell you, though. This is an acquired taste. Sometimes I don't want to mess with my sandwich bread, right? You know what you ever get a wrap at your house, but you go to a sub shop and the wrap is a little bit different?
It's always better.
Why?
Always.
Is it because someone else made it?
I think that's part of it too.
But anyways, it's weird. Like if I was like, "Hey, do you want a regular bread or pretzel bread?" I'd be like, "Let's go with the pretzel bread." He was out. Out of safety, I would call him out. The throw was there. It might have been a bang bang play, but I think I blame the third base coach. That father's gonna be really sad later on tonight.
I was always a fall guy.
I just said Joe. So, anyways, I'm in on it. Now, listen, I can understand if it's too much. A pretzel bread's a lot, bro. When I went to the Polar Park, I got a hot dog, a ballpark Frank, and I got a pretzel. I ate the Frank. I only had a little bit of the pretzels. It was a great pretzel. It's a lot of carbs there, Skaz. And someone in the chat wants to talk about my weight, Skaz. They're very afraid of my health. And they wanted to offer me a salad, but unfortunately, if they listened, because they said they do listen.
You got to be new.
You got to be new. But yes, I love food. Thank you for caring about my health. I'm doing fine.
Oh, you're looking good, Joe.
Thank you. Again, believe it or not, I did lose 75 pounds. Oh, I was a beast. Oh boy. This is before I got full-time and all that, too. So life's been a little different since then. Been able to focus more, Skaz, and not be as vulnerable and all that. But yes, I will still eat a pretzel. Give me the pretzel sandwich in.
What's your number one burger bun?
Ooh, burger bun?
Because this is we're talking pretzel. I wouldn't have pretzel number 1.
I don't need a seeded bun.
Brioche guy?
I love a brioche bun. Now, I'll do it with a burger, but I like it with a good sandwich. Oh, growing up, a turkey, cheese, and mayo, and a bulky roll. I could never say the word bulky roll straight. It was always like, on a bulky roll. Poppy seed bread, every once in a while,
A little sourdough every once in a while.
Dude, a nice little Swiss cheese with pastrami on rye bread. Oh, rye bread, only with pastrami, though. I do like rye, though.
All right, Joe, since we're on the topic of foods, the Wisconsin State Fair is going on right now. The Brewers are the hottest team in baseball. Well, their rookie sensation there, Jacob Mizrowski.
Yes, I saw this, yes.
He was pressured into taking a bite out of a bug-covered donut at the Wisconsin State Fair. Joe Murray, are you in or out on eating bugs on food?
Could you explain the bugs, please? I'm out.
To me, it looks like a, chocolate-covered donut that has what you would call crickets, maybe mealworms, something of that
But they're
extent.
real insects.
They are real insects.
I'm
sure.
out. I'm hungry, but I don't need to eat that. So I wouldn't do it. No, I'm out.
Not even a bite.
Yeah, but I'm out. Hey, will you have a bite of these insects? Dude, I'm not eating that. Dude, just have a bite, will you? All right. I'm out. I had my bite. Did I appease you? Yes. Am I out? I'm still out. What if I could have ate it and spit it out, too? I don't want to waste food. I'm not a wasteful person. Next.
All right, Joe, we'll head to the world of Barstool Sports for this one. Barstool announcing a new hire today to do some NBA coverage, basketball coverage. I'm sure he'll do a little bit of everything, Joe. But one, Jason Williams has been hired by Barstool Sports. Are you in or out?
I got to talk about this one for a little bit. Have you ever heard him speak?
Yeah.
Jason Williams, the white chocolate basketball player from Sacramento.
Yes. Randy Moss, high school teammate.
Okay. I actually have never heard him do analysis. So, what channel was he on?
I think he did Big Three stuff, and I think he's on one of those I think he's done podcast appearances and stuff like that. Very entertaining personality.
Does he know ball? Yeah.
He definitely knows.
Does he
ball.
have great skill? Had a great skill set, and was he an all-star? I mean, he was a subpar all-star, I would call it. He played with Chris Webber and made him look pretty good, huh? You know what? I'm fine on the hire because who is Barstool's current basketball roster? Is it Greeny?
Mark Titus is a big college basketball name.
All right, yeah.
Trying to think of other. I don't really know their basketball. Like Greeny.
Yeah.
We're Greeny guys.
So I'm fine with Williams. Unfortunately, did I like the player? Yes. Do I think he could be verbose? Yes, I do. So I'm fine with the hire. I don't really remember his analysis though. Like if you were like, hey, they hired Grant Hill, I'd be like, oh, that's gonna. I like Grant Hill, but is it polarizing? I want someone who's gonna say something. You know who I kind of like? I watch his podcast often. It's not because I'm going to his podcast, but Matt Barnes. He has a podcast, and this week he brought on, a couple weeks ago, he brought Ice Cube on, and they were like, hey, who killed Tupac and Biggie? And Ice Cube had a thought. Would you ask? Oh, one of them was, what's your favorite Kobe moment? And it was like Chandler Parsons talking about Kobe being like, hey, where you going tonight? You need anything? And I guess he got a $22,000 bill. And the waitress was like, hey, will you sign this on behalf of Kobe Bryant? So they went out, brought people out. It was $22,000, and Kobe had them sign the bill and paid for it. I'm hearing more stories on Kobe like that. I know he was an awesome competitor, but I am hearing amongst the league, he was very what's the word? Welcome to the league. He'd welcome you on the court, and then later in the night take care of you. I don't know. It's a Matt Barnes podcast. He's crazy too, though.
All right, Joe, while we're on the NBA, Steph Curry in a story today. Said he searches his own name on Twitter during halftime for motivation. Joe Murray, are you in or out?
Out. Skaz, I don't want to do that.
No, and I don't even know if I really believe that. Like, does Steph Curry, he needs that?
Steph Curry needs to do that?
It makes me think less of him if that's true. If that story's true, that he's, during halftime, he's not listening to his coach and he's searching his name on Twitter to see what anyone is saying.
Okay. Tom Brady's going to have a statue tomorrow.
Yes. Very interested to see what that looks like.
Tom Brady needed things to motivate him.
Jimmy G.
Yeah, but I'm talking like never wanted to lose his job, worried about not practicing and someone else getting the reps. He lived his life that way, right? Cared about football so much, like it impacted his life. Maybe Steph Curry needs some sort of like, I'm not going to use the word motivation, but during a regular season, right? It's kind of hard to slug through those games. Maybe he just says it to like troll everybody else. So I don't like it, but I feel like there's a different angle to it that we're not looking at. But hey, you know what? Whatever gets you motivated, because guess what? Steph Curry's been putting people to sleep for years, guys, and he's still doing it at a high level. So whatever he needs to do, you keep working on it. I'm in on that.
All right, Joe. Josh Brolin says he was told recently that Sicario 3 is very, very real. Joe Murray, are you in or out on Sicario 3?
What is it? I don't know.
Great movie. Sicario, the original, great movie. 2 was okay. It's Josh Brolin, Benicio del Toro, and Emily Blunt, I believe. It's good. It's like, I don't even know really how. It's a thriller, action thriller.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. I might have seen something about like one of the best thrillers of the.
It's good.
Yeah, I think I saw a preview for it. I'm in. If you like it, Skaz, I think I'd like it too. Does Jeremy like it?
I would imagine Jeremy's a Sicario fan.
I'm going to talk to Jeremy about this tomorrow night during Patriots postgame.
There we go. Boom.
I'm going to be like, hey, forget about what Drake May did. Tell me about Sicario.
Good movie.
All right.
You said you had some from the chat tonight, Joe.
In or out on pesto on a pizza? I'm out.
I would lean out. I like pesto, but that feels like you're doing too much.
In or out on waterbeds?
Great in theory, out on them, out in practice.
Listen, I've been on a waterbed. I'm a heavy man.
A lot of maintenance.
If the person ain't heavy on the other side, it becomes a bounce house. In or out on mascots, and this is regarding in Alaska, the mascot.
Our friend Bowie there.
Yeah. A big bear in Alaska did not like the mascot. So, therefore, although I've been out on a mascot, I've changed my ways, as you know.
Yeah, where is our little friend?
Oh, I still have him. He's at my house.
Okay, good.
He's next to the Hasbro action figures. I talk with him every once in a while. But Wally the Green Monster is still going strong, and I'm still waiting for that Hall of Fame induction. Another one someone just sent me was, Joe, I went to a local pizza place, and on their steak and cheese, they use Cheese Whiz instead of actual cheese. Are you in or out? Out.
Yeah, I know that's like a popular thing in some places. I'm out on that.
No, if I want a steak and cheese, don't give me Cheese Whiz. Unless I ask for it. Out. I'd be pissed. I don't want fake Cheese Whiz on any of my stuff. Anything else?
That is all I got for Thursday, August 7th, Joe. In or out?
All right. Well, we're going to talk to Chris Cotillo coming up in a little bit. And, I wanted to get this one out of the way. I've had a take all year long regarding a team in the NFL. And, well, it looks like people are stealing my takes, and I'm not happy about this. Especially Colin Cowherd. Right? Because he says it, everyone's like, did you hear Cowherd? Well, did you hear me? We'll tell you what that is coming up after the headline.
From the Telfair Tire Studios, WBZ FM and HD1. It's not just the games. It's Toucher and Hardy, Zolak and Bertrand, Felger and Maz, Joe Murray. For Boston sports fans, it's 98.5, the Sports Hub. Beasley Media Group Station. Essential Sports Hub headline, presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
All right, we got some preseason football games underway right now. The Ravens lead the Colts 21-15, and it's the Eagles 24, Bengals 14. Joe Burrow threw 2 touchdowns, one to Jamar Chase. Tanner McKee, my guy, 2 touchdown passes for the Eagles. Raiders, Seahawks later on tonight. Kickoff for that one is at 10 o'clock. And tomorrow, preseason game number 1 here on the Sports Hub. Pregame begins at 4:30, kickoff at 7:30, and then you'll get postgame with me and Mark Dondero immediately after the game. Red Sox off tonight. They play the Padres tomorrow. And we got our Little League World Series. Looks like we're going to extra innings. Can't tell. It's tied 2-2. The other game has started, Hawaii and California. Headlines, they are brought to you by Safety Insurance. Providing comprehensive coverage for your auto, home, and business. Ask your independent agent about safety. I'm Joe Murray.
New England plays here.
Down the right side, there's a separation. Yeah. Touchdown pass. Yes. Perfect dive from Drake May.
98.5, the Sports Hub.
I do not think I think Kansas City, the dynasty part is over. They may win a Super Bowl, but I think their division's too good to be a dynasty. And I'll give you an example. When Nick Saban was at Alabama, LSU couldn't get the right coach. Auburn couldn't get the right coach. Ole Miss couldn't get the right coach for most of it. Tennessee couldn't get the right coach. And he dominated. But then Georgia got Kirby Smart. And then Texas came in with Sark. And Nick Saban didn't look as dominating. Same thing happened to Urban at Florida when Nick Saban came in. Yeah, Urban Meyer was dominating. And then Nick Saban went to a great program, and then Urban wasn't dominating. And if you look at LeBron's dominance for 8, 9, 10 years in the Eastern Conference, he had to beat the Raptors and the Pacers. He would go into the other conference, he didn't have the same luck when you're facing the Warriors, right? Same with Tom Brady. Brady's great. But one of the things that was never spoken about, the Colts used to be in the Patriots division, then they left. And, he got home field advantage almost every year. Anytime he had to go to Denver, he would lose. He would struggle in Denver. Brady, the greatest ever. Denver. It wasn't the same. But because the Jets and the Dolphins and the Bills for most of his stay were inept, Brady would he'd go 5-1 in division or 6-0. And so Brady gets home field in cold weather, huge advantage with the best defensive coach of all time. All he had to do is win a couple of playoff games because they get a bye. Okay, so you tell me, Tom Brady and Bill Belichick with an extra week to prepare at home in Foxborough in their prime. Yeah, it's an advantage. They lost to the Giants twice in Super Bowl. They lost to Philadelphia in a Super Bowl. They weren't nearly as invincible on the other side. But part of what they did is they took advantage of the ineptitude of their division.
There you go. Colin Cowherd has now put the whammy on him. And now I want to take my take back. It is going to be a tougher division. I do think Denver is going to be better. I think the Chargers are going to be better. The Raiders, I think, will be improved too. I think it's going to be a tough year for the Chiefs. I do. I don't think they have their next tight end in waiting. Maybe they do. I don't know. Noah Gray, could he be that next guy? I mean, I don't even know if they can depend on the wide receivers, right? Is Riche Rice going to be good to go? Hollywood Brown, I know, got injured again. Maybe he's back. Worthy looks pretty good. I'm sure that my thing is a lot of luck was on their side. I don't think they're going to have that same luck this year. But my point of this, the take is, it was my take first. I said it first. I told you it's because teams that lose the Super Bowl generally struggle and don't go back. Some teams have. The Eagles lost. They came back, right? Some teams have. The Patriots lost. They went back. Teams can't do it. Good teams do it. The Chiefs are a good team. They're not going to do it this year, and I'm going to bet on it. But I had to take first, damn it. Talked to Chris Cotillo. The Red Sox are off tonight, but you know what? He takes no days off. We'll talk to him next on the Sports Hub. I'm Joe Murray, 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Don't go anywhere. There's more Joe Murray. More Joe.
Well, back here on 98, final inning, they scored the game-winning run to win 3-2. So Massachusetts moves on to the Little League World Series, defeating New Hampshire tonight. And, well, it was a very good game. Oh, the kids they're doing the line. Oh, God, I used to do that. Hope nobody spit on their hand. I never liked when that happened. So Massachusetts is moving on. Chris Cotillo, he's off tonight, but you know what? No days off for him. He joins us here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. Chris, how you doing, bud?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I just was excited because Massachusetts it was a rundown, dude. And then he tried to, the runner on third, like faked the run to third. Catcher kind of overthrew it and he slid home and scored. Are you in San Diego?
I am not. I'm for the second straight time on this show, I believe, outside Buff's Pub in Newton.
Yes. So you were inside Buff's and now outside to do this interview?
I actually timed my Uber perfectly, so I've not eaten yet, but I will be doing that as soon as we're done. So make it quick is the moral of the story there.
No, I got you. What kind of wings? What kind of wings are we getting here? You Buffalo?
You got to go with the honey hot. It's a staple.
Oh, the honey hot. All right, I know the guys in there. You know, maybe they're listening right now, and they'll be like, "Hey, you Chris, how you doing?" All right, real quick, Roman Anthony. I like the deal. I know people want to make a big deal about, he didn't do enough for himself, or the agent let him go. I like the deal. He's happy. They're happy. Everyone's happy here.
I think so. You know, I know there was some overreactions here and there to the news yesterday. First of all, that 230 number that was floated is absolutely ridiculous and unattainable. He'd have to win MVP every year, and if he did that, it would be the greatest bargain in the history of organized sports. So it's more, 130 over 8, 160 over 9 with the option, and probably somewhere around 170 over 9. And, look at it this way. You're 21 years old, you look up generational money. The Red Sox probably get a bit of a bargain there. And then if he's as good as we all think he's going to be, he gets to hit free agency at 30, 31, and, cash in, and who knows, what the market's going to look like at that point. So I can't fault anyone here. The Red Sox threw down the offer. He's not a guy that wanted to wait and try to extract every last penny, which, to me, no matter how you approach this as a player, I'm not going to fault you. Teams should be trying to do these types of pre-arbitration extensions. I don't think there's anything to get, your back up about on either side. It's not the Red Sox being cheap. It's the Red Sox doing smart business. It's not Roman Anthony making a bad decision. It's him making a life-changing one. And so, a happy celebratory day yesterday at Fenway because of that. And I think good for both sides.
Do you think him being on the Major League team, maybe seeing Cassis, knowing what Corbin Carroll got in his deal, like what changed from the offers they made reportedly in the offseason and now?
I'm guessing they didn't total $130 million. But, I think it's just, he, I think quickly accepted this one. So clearly, they'd have to, the only thing they could do is go up from whatever they offered him in spring training because, with 46, 47 pretty good major league games under his resume, the body of work is a lot bigger than zero. It's not 1,000 games, but it's, more than zero. And he's performed and, he's helped really turn around this team and everything that he's done over the last 2 months. So, I think that there was probably a number, maybe it was 125, maybe it was 130 that he said he was going to take. There's also, you mentioned Casas, there's a lot of other cases of, guys that took these types of deals and then, or took lower deals and then, somehow flamed out. Not that's going to happen. And they had generational money regardless. So again, I don't know the ins and outs of why he wanted to do this. I think, I can't, I think it's very easy for, all these people from the outside to look at it. If any of us were offered $130, I'd take $130, Joe. So that's kind of how it, I just don't fault anyone for any part of it.
I was telling, if you can find $130, I'll split it with you, or Scaz wants them too. So just another thing, is Alex Bregman, could there be an extension there or do we have to wait until the offseason?
Well, that's a different boat. Scott Boras is a different animal, as we know. And he's a guy who, this isn't his first deal. He's looking for his last deal. I do think he wants to be here. He told me that it's very important to him that he finds a place that he can call home for the rest of his career. He's got two young kids who, I don't think he wants to move around, and I think he wants to be in a place where he's comfortable. So if that's Boston, obviously he has the roots in Houston. If they were ever interested again, I'm sure he'd, like to go back there too. They have more money on the books now with Correa. There's other places that could attract him, but I think, he's probably going to head into this year in free agency with, I think, a little bit better of a case than he had a year ago when he had a down year. He did miss, 7 weeks with a soft tissue injury, and he is a year older. So I think, anybody thinking automatically he's going to cash in and get a massive, massive deal, the one he was looking for, might be a little naive. He's been great when he's been on the field. He's been important to this Red Sox team. So, he fits. There's no doubt about that. You're not going to be, probably looking to play Meyer at third long term anyway. Obviously, you're not doing that with Campbell, and Rafi's gone. So I think they'd like to. But to me, it's always, rare once he gets 2 months from free agency and can get all the offers and all the other teams involved that he'd want to do it now. I'm sure that they've talked about it a little bit, but Boris, like I said, it's a different cookie there.
What was worse, the return for the Rafael Devers deal in Hicks or Dustin May's performance?
Yeah, well, there's actually overlap there because they bought low on James Tibbs in the Rafael Devers deal and sold lower in Dustin May. So, I think May was, the musical chairs kind of stopped, and that's where they were. And they had to, on a market where not many starting pitchers moved, none of the controllable guys, obviously Joe Ryan and Alcantara and some of those guys didn't move, but even Zach Gallen didn't, and some of these rentals stayed put. And he was the guy that they knew that they could get an affordable cost because he was getting pushed out of the Dodgers rotation. I tweeted the numbers today. Hicks has been wretched, and it was a guy that they thought that they could get into the lab and, turn around a little bit. It's a guy who, they're paying, $12.5 million or $11 million AAV the next 2 years. He signed a big 4-year, $44 million contract with San Francisco. The Red Sox actually were in on him. San Francisco beat him out, offering the 4th year 2 winters ago, and now they have him. And so it is it's a tough problem because you're going to have to pay him anyway. So I just think, if this continues for another couple weeks and David Sandlin's knocking on the door or Peyton Tolley can come up and give you a boost and you need a bullpen spot, then, you find a way. I think they're going to try to get him right. He's going to have a little bit of a longer leash than Jorge Alcala, who they owe nothing to, and is now on the Cardinals.
Yeah. Just real quick, how they play the Padres this week in some good pitching matchups here. We'll see Cease, Pivetta, Wright, King, and Giolito, Bayo, Buehler.
Yeah, Pivetta and Buehler tomorrow night is an interesting kind of matchup just because Walker Buehler doesn't have me blocked on Twitter like the opposing pitcher, so that's big. And I think it's also, just kind of a, Breslow referendum. I don't think the Red Sox were ever really like dying to have Pivetta back. He's obviously had a really good year, and San Diego has probably the best year of his career. Buehler has been a disaster, so to see, effectively Buehler replace Pivetta in the rotation, kind of in that, veteran, mid to back end role, and it hasn't gone well. Michael King's a guy who, they're going to be linked to until the end of time because he is a BC grad and a Rhode Island native. And, people always think guys want to go home in free agency when in reality they just want the biggest sum of money possible. And then Cease, the guy that we've heard a lot about, them being linked over the last few years in trade talks dating back to the offseason and ahead of the deadline. And then, the guys they have, Giolito and Bayo, have been both excellent for a prolonged period now. They really do have a three-headed monster in the rotation. They got to figure out 4 and 5. Buehler and May, there's a chance that is a non-competitive duo. That might not matter in the postseason when you really only need 3 guys, but they got to get there first.
All right, so how did Chris Mason end up going to North Carolina and you didn't?
There's a phrase called conflict of interest, and
gotcha.
So, and it's just the potential. He's going to also be there for the first game against TCU, and I will also be there, but we will be in very different roles, and we'll have a very different pregame lead up to that game.
Just remember, TCU has played in week 0 the last couple of years, so they are definitely ready for this.
Yeah, Carolina +3. Free pick for everybody.
I'm in on that. I think I'm in on that.
Good.
Real quick, are you a half wing guy or a full wing guy?
Tonight's going to be a half. Yeah, we're not that desperate, but, sometimes desperate times have called for more desperate measures.
Sometimes I eat the half there and I ask for the other half to go.
Well, once it hits the styrofoam, it just is different. If you have it in the place, it's a different level.
By the way, I don't want carrots or celery with mine. I'm out. Keep that stuff away from my wings.
No, the celery's good. Carrots, I can live without.
Yeah. All right, well, I didn't know you were a celery guy. But, Chris, I appreciate it. Go eat some wings, man. Enjoy your night off.
Have a great one. Thanks.
You got it. He's Chris Cotillo, Mass Live, everybody. And I'm jealous. I could smell the wings of Buff's Pub. You ever been? Guys, you ever been? You ever had?
Oh, yeah. I've been there. A couple times. I had a buddy that lived right by there, so we used to...
It's like a little wing, but I can't really explain it. It's different.
Whatever they're doing, it's working.
Oh, it's working hard overtime, actually, as they say in The Departed, right? It's working overtime. Man. So I went to school down the street there, guys. So there was Buff's Pub, and then on the other side of the street was Cabot's, which is like a diner, bro. Oh, the ice cream there with the melts. Oh, our buddy Hooch lives down the road there, too. There's a Blue Ribbon Barbecue right over there.
You got to get Hooch to call in.
I know. Where is he?
I feel like I've heard of him calling other shows.
He does call other shows,
on the
not ours.
station. Yeah.
He texts me all night.
Yeah, I want the takes on the air.
Do you know what he does? He watches YouTube.
Oh, I
actually
love that.
He met Barth at camp, and I wanted to tell Barth that, dude, I've caught him watching old Patriots YouTube videos to catch up on the season.
Love that. That's dedication.
That's
dedication.
Yeah, and there's a Trader Joe's down there too. What do you think about an idea? Just because Street Team Joe's not here tonight,
we miss him.
I do. What do you think about Street Team Joe and Joe Murray going to Trader Joe's together?
Triple Joe's?
Just like Street Team Joe and Joe go to Trader Joe's.
I don't even think we really need more than that. That's enough right there. We would get content. We don't even really need a plan. We just let you guys loose in there.
Yeah, but we need a video.
We need a camera.
We need a guy.
Yes.
And then edit it later, or just play it in full.
I can only imagine the noises that would come from that video.
Dude, no. You've been to a Trader Joe's, right?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, they have stuff that you just would never
Patriots Place. That's, 15, 20 minutes from me. Yeah.
But I'm telling you, if we go, we're getting those chocolate-tipped bananas. It's the frozen bananas with chocolate. And then they got the greatest salsa I've ever had. They got great chips, guys. And anything you get from them as a frozen meal is incredible. Like, forget about the Hungry Man.
Oh, they have like the orange chicken? That's
they got
really
the
good.
Greatest. Oh, it's like, That's kind of like a strip. Newton Corner. You got the hotel across the street. You got Buff's Pubs. Keep going. There's a lot of options on the street. There's Italian. There used to be the KFC Taco Bell in one, but that's gone, though.
I miss those.
They got rid of that, though. I was very upset when that happened. Great bakeries in the area. Di Pasquale's. Oh, so many. Oh. Jeez. What do you think we just pack it up and go to Buff's? What do you think?
Yeah, why not?
Anybody else here?
Yeah.
Is anybody listening? Just go home. Get Buff's.
You got,
One of Bird's buddies works there. I should text him.
There you go, guy on the inside.
No, there was. I've actually, believe it or not, when I was working mornings with Fred, Buff's came in with a whole tub of wings at 10 o'clock in the morning, guys. 10 o'clock in the morning. Can always have room for Buff's. Being summoned. All right, I got to go to break. I'm Joe Murray. Hey, everybody. We're going to break on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Sports Hub headlines. Presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
I kind of feel bad that he was waiting outside to talk to me. I should have been like, you know what, dude? Just go to Buffs. Enjoy your night, man. Massachusetts beat New Hampshire 3-2. That was a good one. Foot.
98.5 The Sports Hub.
Helpful right now with all these changes in the team and seeing, a new NBA championship soon?
Well, I think, for our fans, in any scenario with our team, you're going to see a team that's out there working as hard as possible to win. And I don't think it's inconceivable that we will be a good team and a good winning team this year. So I'm not sure it's going to be like the step down that people maybe, anticipate. And for every indicator that we have, people are really excited. There's been nothing that sort of, even though we kind of lost in disappointing fashion, and JT's injury was tough for fans and for everyone. The excitement is there. I mean, we'll be sold out for the whole year again, and I think fans will be in for every time they come to the Garden. It's going to be they're going to get their money's worth.
Some of the Celtics, who I don't hear from much. But he was John Corrales is in the. I'm looking at him right now. I asked him the question. So he said the team will be focused on winning. It's not the step down you all think. There's a lot of excitement, and the tickets will be sold out this year. Again, sold out the whole year. So that's great. So he also, I think he talked with Noah Dalzell about an expectation regarding Jason Tatum, which I know he spent the day in Rhode Island today, which he's never been to before. I hope they gave him a Dell's lemonade. Like, I hope Missoula took him, everywhere.
He got some Gansets while he was down there.
Yeah. And he goes, I didn't even know this place existed, man. See, he kind of did say something like that. But the rich guy, all right, this is the first time I've heard anybody talk about Jason Tatum, because they show him, right? I mean, let's be honest. The talk is he's done for the year, but if they make the playoffs, maybe.
He's been out and about.
And he's been out and about. And you heard how, it's the greatest surgery of all time, and he's ahead of schedule, etc. But this is the first time, and Rich Gotham, what is he, he's like a president? I don't know his title. He's big time. Rich Gotham's big time for the Celtics. Let me get his correct.
He is the president of the Boston Celtics.
I just wanted to put respect on the name.
From Medfield.
Providence College as well, I believe.
Born in Norwood, it's telling me.
Did he ever have a Lewis burger, I wonder? Or is he at steak tips at Conrad's? Or been to Napper Tanny's? Well, he speaks on Jason Tatum. Let's hear it, guys.
Predict the future, obviously, but if Jason were to be cleared to play with, say, a month to go, is the organization prepared to put him on the floor if he's fully cleared? Yeah, that's a down the road question, John. I think that's one you can't really answer today. But what I know about JT is he's going to do everything he can to put us in a position to make a decision. He's going to work hard to get back as soon as he can, and we'll see how soon that is. But for right now, we're not really looking at timetables.
Last question.
Put us in a position to make a decision? Yeah, what does that mean, Skaz? Knowing Jason Tatum?
Yeah, that means that Tatum is going to try and do everything he can to play basketball this upcoming season so that the Celtics feel a little pressure. I like that. Now, I do not want Jason Tatum rushing in any fashion whatsoever. I even get nervous seeing him walking around now without the boot. I know it was months ago at this point, but it still feels like everything is. All the reports on Jason Tatum are very positive, very good. Just take your time. Take your time.
That's the first time we've heard anything from the president of Celtics, Skaz. We want him to put us in position to make a decision. How about this? If you're not in a championship picture, you don't play him. I know what I would have said. Okay, I'm not the president of the Celtics, guys. I want to be like, Jason's working hard, man, and he wants to be out there. Wouldn't you just leave it at that? Now I'm going to play this thing all year long. If I see Jason Tatum at Buff's Pub, I'm going to be like, what kind of position are you going to put the Celtics in, man? What kind of position are you going to put them in? Skaz, how many times have we talked about on this show? Jason Tatum wants to play every single game. He is like belligerent about playing.
Stevens and Missoula have had to fight him to not play games sometimes. He wants to play every game possible. It's probably part of the reason why that, the injury had, because him and Brown have just played so many minutes over the last, 4 to 5 years. And you got to love him for it as a Celtics fan, but it does tax the body after a while.
Yeah, like as far as loving what you can't hate on any of that. Right? Larry Bird wanted to be out there. He did back issue, but Tom Brady wanted to do whatever he could to be out there. Jason Tatum does this. I respect it.
Yeah, just don't go redo your mother's driveway or anything, please.
But let's not forget, Brady, he wasn't excellent right away. Remember Brady, it was in his hands. Hey,
hit him in the hands.
Remember that? Belichick was really slow with him. Hey, you're moving around fast back there. Oh, that one. These Achilles injuries, guys, it's no joke, man. These things are no joke now. Now, what if they're a 5th seed and Tatum could come back in the second round and they advance? Jason, I'm going to ask a better. I'm going to ask a odds maker.
Well, I was just going to say, if he hasn't played all season, I would not bring him in the second round.
Me either.
I wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't either. Remember Larry Bird against the Cavs hurt his back in 1991 or 2. I can't remember.
Was this pre or post driveway?
This was post driveway. He couldn't play. Didn't play Game 5. I'm taking it back now. This is Cavs Celtics. Brad Daugherty years. I think this was the year that Jordan hit the game-winning shot over Craig Elo. It was the year before, I think, if I remember. Yeah, because it was 91 or 2. Jordan, I think, did it in 93. But yeah, Bird missed most of the series, but came back for Game 6. They were down. They were down 3-2 in the series, and Larry Bird played, and his back was done. Now this is back versus Achilles, right? Bird was old on the way out. Tatum's futures for years to come. I can't believe I'm comparing Larry Bird and Jason Tatum right now. My point is, I hope Tatum doesn't put them in a position to make the wrong decision. How about that? But this is the first time we heard about it. I was scoping around the internet today. A lot of the Celtic stuff gets lost. You know, you think that's planned? Like the Red Sox are hot. Patriots start tomorrow.
No, they had like a little bit of charity thing in Rhode Island today.
I know,
yeah.
but did you hear anyone talk about this today?
The Celtics beat was all over it, but
they
yeah.
were.
I can't say I wasn't like our friend that called in earlier. I haven't heard every program on the station all day. I was drive across the country.
Maybe we should ask our buddy driving to Montana.
Yeah, if he's still listening. Yeah, hope he's getting some sleep soon.
I know. Anybody else mention that today? All right, guys. Well, today is a very big day in the market. Not even in the market. It's a very big day. Somebody just mentioned a Lewis burger with egg salad on it. Ouch! I love Lewis burgers, though.
It's a holiday today, Joe.
It is a holiday. Let's get into that. And the music's coming up next on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
More Joe Murray coming up on The Sports Hub. Boston sports fans, it's 98.5, the Sports Hub. Beasley Media Group Station. Essential Sports Hub headline presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
All right, let's start with Little League Baseball. Massachusetts heading to the Little League World Series after their 3-2 win in the bottom of the 7th inning. It was a nice little rundown. It was a lot of plays at the plate. It was awesome. So congratulations to Braintree heading to Williamsport. We got football. Ravens lead the Colts 24-16. Eagles lead the Bengals 27-17. Tanner McKee, 2 touchdowns in that one. Just about to kick off, Raiders and Seahawks. And of course, the Patriots and Commanders tomorrow. All the coverage begins at 4:30 with pregame. Then kickoffs at 7:30. And join myself and Mark Dondero postgame immediately after the game. Headlines are brought to you by John Sewer and Drain Cleaning, keeping drains flowing for homes and businesses in the greater Boston area since 1976. Go to johnsewer.com. I'm Joe Murray. It is time for the musings.
If you've got the app, you've got Toucher and Hardy to wake you up no matter where you are.
Or who may or may not have been to jail.
Get the app. The 98.5, the Sports Hub app.
Not bad.
Hey, freestyling, you know.
Speaking of Street Team Joe, though, we're also without intern Luke tonight. Not that he would normally be in on a Thursday, but for the people out there that don't know, intern Luke is a Chargers fan. So I had to reach out to intern Luke today.
Do you want to share the off-air story that we had? I was talking about how tackles are really important in the league. He's like, yeah, but what if the tackles are good? Nobody else is good. And I go, that's the quarterback.
You were like, they got Slater and Alt. They'll be fine.
They'll be fine. How'd that work? Did I put the Reaper on him too?
I texted intern Luke. He was working 9-hour shift today at his other job.
Yeah.
And he said, less than ideal Schefter notification to come out of the job too. Really.
Well, he got us last week or 2 weeks ago with the rain delay. We're going to get a tweet later on that they lost. He's got to chill.
He's on. He might be the Reaper.
Yeah, he's got to chill. By the way, it's his last week next week.
Yeah.
What are we going to do without him?
We got 2 more on the way, Joe.
The Eagles have scored 33 points in a preseason game today. You know, remember? I don't know if you know. You know, I'm a Tanner McKee guy, right?
You're a big
I'm like
Tanner McKee guy.
Huge on Tanner McKee.
I got him on my dynasty squad. He's sitting in the bench there.
I think he's so good that like if a team needs a quarterback, you might as well trade for him.
Tanner McKee or Joe Milton?
Tanner McKee all day.
Thank you.
Stanford made.
Thank you.
Anyways, today is a big holiday, guys.
Yes, Joe. I don't know if this was mentioned earlier on the station. I apologize if it has been. But today, Joe, is and should be celebrated around New England. It is National Lighthouse Day today. Every year, August 7th. I hope the Lighthouse had a good day today. Maybe that's where Stretch sleeps at night. Maybe he's up in the Lighthouse. I'm not quite sure if he is more than a phone bill these days. But yes, Joe, it is National Lighthouse Day today.
You ever been up there?
No.
Do you plan on it?
I know a guy. Maybe I could make a trip up there, you know?
I would do it to say I went.
Yeah, you got to check it out. I want to see the oceans, you know? I want to see...
Can you really see it?
I don't know. I want to see Providence, Joe.
I want to be like, can I see Rosendale from there? It's the Pleasant Cafe. Can I see the Pleasant Cafe? Speaking of food. By the way, where else have you ever been to a lighthouse, guys?
I feel like Maine, I've probably stumbled across one or two.
When I went to Captiva Sanibel up there, they had a big lighthouse, and I wanted to go in. They said you couldn't go in. And I said, all right, well, why do you have this thing then?
I feel like I took a field trip as a young child that there was a lighthouse involved, but no, not one that's jumping to mind.
I went to one down the Cape recently, maybe within a year, and it had one of those like windmill things. My little windmill. Oh, I don't care. Does nothing for me. This on the Ravens broadcast tonight. There was a missed field goal in the game, which meant you get a free 6-piece McNugget with a minimum $1 purchase on McDonald's app tomorrow at participating restaurants. And if there's another miss tonight, you're upgraded to a free 10-piece McNugget. That's a score.
That's a good promo right there.
2 misses? Free 10-piece?
In. What would be the Joe Murray? Like, it could be NFL, it could be NBA,
doink,
MLB.
Doink.
You want a doink meal?
I want a doink or more than one 2-point conversion.
Oh, I like this. The Doink the Clown would have to be like
a return kickoff. Has to be. VSiN is the Vegas Sports and Information Network. There are people that have their own, like Mitch Moss, who's a big gambling guy. He has Shake Shack 1, Culver's 2, Capriotti's, Portillo's. The Bear, Chris Felica, number 1, Portillo's. What is Portillo's, guys?
Portillo's is like I believe it's Midwest. I don't know if it's based out of Chicago, but that's where I've seen them. I do know they do like a cake shake, I believe is their signature item, where it is a chocolate vanilla milkshake, whatever you prefer, with literally a piece of cake in the milkshake. So I'm aware of Portillo's, but I don't think I've ever had it.
I will tell you, Chris Felica, the Bear, big man. He's got a good list here. 10 Wendy's, KFC, Arby's, Qdoba, 5 Guys, Jersey Mike's, Taco Bell, White Castle, Chick-fil-A, McDonald's. Arby's is 6? Yeah, no. Nope. What is Zippy's? Oh, Hawaiian barbecue in. KFC, Wendy's, Dairy Queen, 10. Huey Magoo. Who the hell is that? Freddy's Steak Burgers? Where are these places? Kansas. Raising Cane's, In-N-Out. Oh, I love an A&W Rudy. Rudy the Bear. That's a mascot. I loved A&W with a nice little root beer float. Oh, there was one in Harwich, dude. Where are there any? Are there any more? Taco John's. Jersey Mike's is a hell of a sub. I got to tell you. What a burger. What a burger, what a burger, what a burger, what a mighty good burger. Burger King 19, Steak and Shake 20, Firehouse Subs, Long John Silver, El Pollo Loco. Is that the crazy chicken from the Breaking Bad?
Sounds right.
That Los Pollos, whatever. The Habit Burger, 5 Guys 25, Fat Burger 26. Bojangles. White Castle, Qdoba, Jollibee. Oh, Fuddruckers comes in at 31. I really like Fuds. Not many around anymore, guys. Taco Bell, Smash Burger, Capriotti's. What's this?
The one that's really got my attention is Huey Magoo's.
I was like, well, you're on the phone, but I was like, who is?
Never heard of that.
What is that? Del Taco Cookout, Nathan's Famous, Wiener Schnitzel.
Cookout should be higher on these lists. Cookout is elite.
Carl's Jr. Hardee's, Panda Express, Earl of Sandwich? The hell? It's a roast beef. Ooh. Popeyes, Panera. Panera's on this list. Get out of here.
That's not fast food.
Dunks, Zaxby's.
Zaxby's is good.
Checkers Rally, Sonic 47, Taco Cabana 48, Jack in the Box out, number 50 Subway. So there are the 50 top fast foods. Did they miss any? I think they did.
Yeah, you can't have Panera in there.
Out.
Yeah, that's not fast food.
No offense to Panera. I think you have great soup, but it reminds me of hospital food. Anybody's birthday that we know today?
Big day yesterday. I don't know anyone that has a birthday today. No Greenie and Felger today.
That's right. Wayne Knight, 70 years old. David Duchovny. What is he? David Duchovny is 65 years old. Ooh, Charlize Theron, 50 years old today. Wow, good for her. Francesca Eastwood, 32. Liam James is 29.
Bruce Dickinson is 67. Are you an Iron Maiden fan?
I like Iron Maiden. Sidney Crosby, 38 years old. Mike Trout on the way home last night. Do you always talk about poop?
Not always, but often.
I said it probably 3 times a quarter.
Not always, but often. That's how I would describe it. Joe, speaking of leakage in the ninth, Edgar Renteria's birthday today.
He won a championship with the Cardinals? Yep.
He wasn't on that Marlins team, too, was he?
He was. DeMar DeRozan, 36 years old today. Oh, Michael Shannon, he's 51. He was the guy that played he was in
Good Bad Guy.
8 Mile.
Very good.
Yeah, he's always like a trashy bad guy.
Yeah.
I think he was in Walk the Line too with The Rock. I think.
He's a New Yorker. That's a New Yorker to me. Kyler Murray's birthday today.
Oh.
Jalen Hurts' birthday today.
Kyler Murray's still only 28. You say Jalen Hurts' birthday?
27 today.
Jeez. Who's got a longer career, Jalen or Kyler?
Jalen, easy.
Some guy goes, "This Ravens-Colts preseason game is more entertaining than your Celtics basketball talk in the middle of August. Figure it out, Joe. I'm about to burn the cul-de-sac to the ground." He wants a full refund of the show.
Well, luckily it's free, and we spent, 4.5 minutes on the Celtics. I think he can handle
it.
The
Celtics president spoke about the injury to Jason Tatum. Was that not newsworthy?
We should be doing 4 hours on the preseason game tomorrow. That's good radio.
No, for real. For real. Do you think that's bad content? Be honest with me.
No, Joe.
We did a little bit. I'm not sensitive about this.
No, I think it's entertaining.
I just thought that we're trying to come up with topics that maybe other shows aren't doing. I don't know. You know what? I think we're doing a damn good job, guys. Quite frankly.
Well, yeah,
we're the only ones here.
From diarrhea to Edgar Renteria, I thought we're crushing it. You kidding me?
We got Little League World Series action.
A walk-off?
We're talking about Montana and snacks in the car. From Buff's Pub to Roman Anthony to Stretch.
A lot of Stretch talk. Yeah, we should have
done
more on Stretch. That's on us. Figured out what his cell phone bill is nowadays.
Do you know what that guy is? It's a Felger Maz listener.
Very sensitive.
The Felger Maz listener hate green teamers.
Was that green teaming?
Somebody commented on the injury of. Never mind. He wants a full refund. What would I give you? What do you want for a refund? I can give you my receipt from Wendy's if you want. Which, by the way, I got on my way in today, guys. I was hungry, and I was debating on eating or not eating, and I said, you know what? I want a junior bacon cheeseburger. So when I walked up to the AI counter, it goes, "Hello. What would you like today?" And I want a $5 biggie bag of a junior bacon cheeseburger with just cheese and bacon and ketchup on it. And it was like, "What kind of drink?" And I said, "Can I do a half lemonade, half iced tea?" And the thing got all confused. Burger, fry, and a drink for $5, guys. Major bag of meal for under $10. The Raiders have kicked off, and they have given up a big play on the opening play. So now we'll watch their defense. We'll go to break. Topher's on the line. We'll go to him after this because I want him to get his. We got the kickoff just happened. We got the Raiders Seahawks on. We'll take a quick break. I'm Joe Murray, 98 Valve, the Sports Zone.
Don't go anywhere. There's more Joe Murray. On the way.
And some people don't like at least my commentary on the Celtics president, on Jason Tatum. Also, Joe, what do I have to do to become your movie go-to guy on your show? The Rock was in the remake of Walking Tall, not Walk the Line, which is a Johnny Cash biopic starring Joaquin Phoenix. Yes. You know what, guys? Here's. I think it's funny when I make mistakes, don't you?
I mean, we used to do bits on it. Mistakes.
The other thing is like, isn't that like we're here by ourselves?
It's extremely common. Like Walk the Line, Walking Tall. Like that's going to happen every show for the rest of time.
Forever.
Yeah,
like
not just this show.
You even thought it was the Dewey Cox thing.
Yeah, I thought we were talking about Walk Hard or whatever it is there. Yeah.
Well, anyways, Jeffrey with I can't say his name. Ooh. All right, guys. Should we try this last name? I actually don't know. It's Kucukistipanglu. Kusikstapanganlu? I don't know. I tried, though. I bet you Howie could get it. He'd be good at that. Anyways, I'm at a point right now where if you think you know what I'm talking about, but I'm not saying it right, as long as you know what I was saying, we're good. Topher knows what I mean by that. Topher's in Mohegan Sun tonight. Hello, Topher.
Best line of the night, Renteria and Diarrhea. Skaz, I love you, buddy. That was perfect.
Thank you, Topher. Thank you.
So, you're at the Terrificon.
I am indeed. I was told I have a beautiful side room that's going to show me the lake, and I'm looking at a parking lot.
Oh, false advertising.
Not happy.
You did have a Frank Pepe's pizza, though.
I did have Frank Pepe's.
How was it?
Pepperoni cups. So win. So happy.
What are you going to bet on anything tonight?
Probably not tonight. I might do it tomorrow or Saturday. I always take $40 to the side, see what I can actually do. Plus, I guess we're hitting Michael Jordan's Steakhouse.
Oh, yeah, that's there. I've never been there. It's always packed, though.
I have done this show 2 years straight. This is my third year. I've never known that there was a Michael Jordan Steakhouse in there.
Yeah, I've heard good things about it, actually. I've never been, but, if Michael Jordan owns a steakhouse, I bet you it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's got to be a winner.
What'd you think of that top 50 fast food list?
It was all right.
What's your top five? What's your top five?
Top five, I mean, Taco Bell is always a win. Chick-fil-A, huge. Just because I found out you could take the chicken out of the chicken sandwich, throw it in the bag they give you, and throw some sauce in there, shake it up, and then put it back on your bun. I thought that was cool.
Wait, what?
That's
a thing?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I believe they called it a life hack. It was actually pretty cool. I guess Wendy's, because I've just always been excited about the wings. I mean, not the wings, the chicken nuggets.
Okay, and what about now? You've missed McDonald's and Burger King.
BK is kind of like one of those go-tos, just if you need it. And McDonald's is kind of like the emergency. Nothing else is open. There it is.
Okay. Now, it also depends on, breakfast, too, right?
Oh, correct.
It's probably a different order if it's breakfast. If it's lunch, it's something else. If it's after midnight, it's...
Yeah, because it's still, McDonald's is just... There's just something about it. It's still a breakfast. It still slaps. It's amazing. Although we did have Wendy's breakfast the time we went to Great American Beer Hall.
Yeah.
That was, of course, really good breakfast.
That was great. Those 2 for $5 Burger King croissants, too.
Oh, yes. Oh,
did I tell you what happened this week? I went to Bagel World, and I got a French toast. I got a sausage, egg, and cheese on a French toast bagel. I asked for ketchup on it. They gave me sriracha. It was good.
Are they trying to say you were spicy?
I didn't think about that. How do you mess up ketchup and how do you mess up ketchup and sriracha though?
I mean, if it's in a not labeled bottle and they grab something red and they just throw it on there, but that would worry me that they're contaminating something, because if anybody's allergic to anything in the sriracha, that's no good.
That's true. I wish they asked me.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I haven't been to Mohegan in a while, but do you know they have a Ben and Jerry's?
Somebody told me that, and I need to find it. Just like I need to go to Krispy Kreme on Sunday before I leave.
It's near, and I don't know if it's still there, but the Jimmy Buffett Margaritaville. It's near there.
Okay, I know where it is now.
It's kind of it's like in the mall almost. Anyways, I'm watching the Raiders right now, and they're not doing well. I'm getting my scouting report for the Patriots Week 1.
Oh, I did want to tell you in the YouTube chat something really cool. So A&W, they used to have a place in the Burlington Mall. And when I worked at the Burlington Mall back in the early 2000s, I'd hit there almost every time and get a corn dog.
Corn dog?
With a root beer float.
I love root beer. Hey, real quick, can you tell me about this in the bag chicken thing? I guess I'm just not aware.
So when you go to Chick-fil-A, I don't know if they still do it or if they wrap it.
Yeah, they give you like this little thing that they like slide the chicken sandwich in like a pouch of like a pouch kind of thing.
Yeah.
So you're saying take the chicken out of that, put it in the pouch.
No, well, take the whole sandwich out of the pouch.
Yeah.
And then if you look at the inside of the pouch, it's lined. So you take the chicken off the bun. Of course, with you, there's going to be no lettuce. So you take the chicken and you throw it in there, and then whatever sauce you get, whether you get the Polynesian, whether you get the Chick-fil-A sauce, whether you get the sweet and spicy, you basically take the sauce and you drop it in the bag. So you can go extra saucy, light sauce, or just your regular, hey, I dipped one, close it up and you shake it. And it sauces the chicken, and then you take it out, you put it back on the bun, and you got your flavored Chick-fil-A.
Well, that's new. I never knew that. I don't get Chick-fil-A a lot, so I apologize if I didn't know. But could I do that with nuggets as well?
Yeah. If they come in the baggie, yeah.
Do you want glazed nuggets, or do you want a dip? Because I'm a dipper.
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out like what McDonald's did to me, where I ordered a 4-piece and I get 6 sweet and sour sauces, and I order a 20-piece and I only get 2 sauces. Kind of disappointing.
Still wondering about that one. All right, man. Well, so it's Terrific-Con, and it start tomorrow?
Starts tomorrow. Show begins at 1. Goes all weekend. I've already got like a partial set up, and I'm exhausted. So, but I'm excited. It's just something about Mohegan Sun that just, I don't know, it brings out a lot in me. I just get really excited, and people are like, oh, you're going to work. It's like, nah, I'm on vacation.
It's the oxygen.
I'm sleeping on it.
They're pumping oxygen. They're pumping oxygen into the casino, and you're feeling it.
Oh, I thought it was because there's a lot of trees, like unlike, where I live.
Yeah, you're up. That's right. All right, Topher. Well, thank you for checking in. Good luck tomorrow, my man.
Thank you, guys. Have a good show, and
rock on.
Peace to the YouTube chat.
Later, man. I learned a lot there. Joe's in Beverly. Joe,
what's up, man?
How you doing?
I'm doing great. Was that your boy or something? You were online with him for like about 20 minutes talking.
I'm sorry.
No worries. I'm just busting your balls. Anyways, listen, quick couple pointers that I want to talk about. First off, I'm kind of just like you. Grew up in the city, transplanted to the North Shore now. Mm-hmm. Love all the food up here.
Nice.
Can't get enough of it.
What's your favorite?
Honestly, Chope Bridge Pub at Ipswich.
Chope Bridge is my favorite too. They got the best fried
Dude,
clams in town.
unreal. Unreal.
I only want to
sneaky spot.
I only want to sit at the bar, though.
Oh, of course. Of course. Why would you go anywhere else?
I got a garlic pizza and fried clams with onion rings and french fries.
Ooh, turning me on to something. Yeah. All right. So listen, I work for a local brewery up there. We just left tonight at the Castle Hill. We do a concert every Thursday night for a local brewery. Pour some beer up there. I'm on my way home. Wanted to get your opinion on some Chinese food. I ordered some. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
On my way.
Where would you go at 10:30 at night? Is the Jade
Exactly.
Is the Jade still open?
You know it, brother. That's where I went.
That's actually the only place I know. Because again, I'm not from the North Shore, so I don't. I mean, Kowloon has a food truck, but Beverly to Kowloon at this time of night, I understand, can be a little challenging.
No way. Not coming from Ipswich first.
That's what I'm saying. If you're coming from there, so it's the Jade or nothing.
That's it.
Danvers.
There's nothing else late night. There's no other late night spots unless you go to Salem for Bill and Bob's.
I was gonna say Bill and Bob's at the Bridge is open till 3 a.m.
William and Roberts.
That's right. That's right. Late night food out there, huh? Oh man!
Right? Come on, man. Come
tough.
on. What do we do?
Is Flip the Bird open till 11 o'clock? Maybe they got something.
No.
Not
on Thursdays.
Sylvan Street Grill's open late.
Yeah, but I can't get there in time. It used to be Nick's, but they'd be open till 1 with all the college kids, but you can't get that anymore.
What is open late near Beverly?
Yeah. So I moved here in 2016 from Dorchester.
Yeah.
And I'm a CM kid and grew up there in the 90s,
nice.
just like you. Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay, how old are you?
I'm 44.
All right, so we're almost the same age.
Yeah.
Do we know?
I get some friends.
Do we know each other?
A lot of High Park kids. We might have played, or we run around each other.
Okay.
You go late nights in the Arboretum.
Oh, Pete's Hill, baby. Oh, I know. I always tell Skaz about the softball league I played down at Healy Field. We used to shut the place down until the lights went out.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Yeah.
So hey,
but isn't it way better though?
About that?
Real quick, isn't it way better on the North Shore? Like I love where I grew up. All right, I'm proud that I grew up out there. But man, the North Shore has just got so much more.
Dude, I won't lie. All my boys from the South Shore give me so much heat that I'm up here, but it's pretty money. I was at Wingersheek Beach all weekends, hit up all the places in Gloucester for some food and beers, and it's nice up here. I can't lie.
So you're at
City kid transplanted.
You're at Castle Hill though?
Yeah, every Thursday we work for True North Ales up in Ipswich.
Okay, yeah, the Be a Man guy does a bunch of stuff up there.
Nice, good stuff.
He's a good guy. And then I know that Ferg Fest I think happens around there, right? And
yeah. So the Ferg Beef Fest has been held at our brewery the past 2 years.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Good stuff, man. You got to get up there.
I'm friends with the Ferg. Actually, I know what I did. I did this cool trivia night out there, but it was this name the song kind of trivia thing. It was cool. I've been up there.
So music bingo.
Yeah. What are you guys up at Cranes Beach?
Yeah, we're at Cranes Beach every Thursday. Yeah, exactly. Tonight was Soul Rebel Project. Great reggae, dub bands, similar to Sublime Styles, slightly stupid.
So
good stuff.
I used to work for the local North Shore radio station back in the day. But dude, one of the first salespeople I ever got, one of the first, it's called Down River Ice Cream. You ever been over there?
Oh yeah,
that place is incredible.
Absolutely. You got to keep to the local places.
Man.
Support the small businesses. That's what keeps Massachusetts going, man. I mean, it really is. It's a great spot up here. Like I said, I grew up in the city and been up here since 2016.
What was your favorite spot in Dorchester?
Oh, God. I mean, I grew up right next to the Erie Pub.
Oh, you're an Erie
guy. I'm at St. Brendan's.
Yeah, St. Brendan.
I'm an Erie guy.
I went to Sacred
Gerard's before they... Okay.
So we
probably played some CYO basketball.
We definitely did. And then all the punks at Gate of Heaven. I keep receipts from 30 years ago, all right?
Me too. Hey, we won. St. Brendan's won the state championship back in 1998. And we'll hold on to that forever.
That's right, man. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate you calling.
Hey, last question.
Yeah.
You think the Sox can win the division?
I do. I wouldn't bet on it.
I put a bet on it.
What'd you get the number at?
I think it was plus 370.
It's a good number, man.
Not bad right now. Before they run.
I still think the Blue Jays win because of their hitting. But the Sox...
Well, they play in Colorado every week.
That's true. But the Sox still have a shot. They definitely do.
I think they do.
All right, Joe. Appreciate it.
Hey, good talking to you, man.
You too, man. I gave you just
Keep it up. You're doing great on the radio.
I gave you just as much time as my buddy Topher. He is my buddy.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I did call you out. I appreciate that.
Well, now we've made up.
Exactly. Hey, let's catch up and have a beer on the North Shore.
You got it, kid.
Come up to True North.
Take care, bud. Bye-bye. St. Brendan's 1998, Skaz. Sacred Heart, CYO, 1996, baby.
I mean, at what point do we just do towny talk as a segment? I know Fred, and he's right saying that does happen often, but at some point, and now we're heading into football season, so maybe not now, but towny talk with Joe Murray is $1 million idea that's just sitting by the wayside.
I grew up in Dorchester near the Erie Pub, and I went to St. Brendan's, and I went to Catholic Memorial.
I had a lot of favorite things about that call, but one of my favorite things is when you have someone on hold for so long. So two things happen sometimes when you, and this is the beauty of the Joe Murray show, is you let the people go, Joe.
Yeah.
You're very good to the people. Two things happen sometimes when you have a guy on the phone for so long. Sometimes they're on the phone for so long, they say goodbye to you, which always gets a good laugh out of me.
Yep.
Or sometimes you hang up on them as if like it's a real like phone call that you've been on with that. You're like, all right, bye-bye, but we got to go. Bye-bye. I'm a big fan of when either one of those two things happen. Brings me great joy.
Well, that guy busted my chops, and I let him go. And now I'm going to go see him for a beer.
He got quite a bit of airtime. Hey, we'll call in anything. Was it Joe in Beverly?
Joe in Beverly.
Yeah, welcome anytime.
It's probably a lot of Joes in Beverly. But it is true, guys. There are people from the city or South Shore. You know how hard it is to get people to go over the Tobin Bridge or up 95, dude?
You ain't getting me up there.
No, but what I'm trying to tell you, though, is if you could spend a weekend in Gloucester, let's say, you'd be like, damn, man. This is nice.
I went to a wedding there last summer. It was pretty
nice.
That's
That's the area right over there.
I went to one of your spots, Joe.
Beauport.
Yeah.
Beauport's a nice place. But that little strip that's over there, beautiful. Beautiful area. Our chat's enjoying the show tonight. North Shore Beef, somebody said. That's correct. I did drop a North Shore Beefs. I am not the Beef King. Andy Ferg is the Beef King. When is he going to get a Beef King tattoo? Anyways. All right, Skaz. Well, what do we have on the rundown for this segment? What time is it?
Well, technically it's our 10:20 segment. It's 10:37.
Okay, we had the first preseason game thoughts. Should we do that next?
Why not?
All right, we'll do that after the headline here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Sports Hub headlines presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
Football! Raiders in action right now. That's who the Patriots play week one as 3.5-point underdogs. It was 3.5. Now it's 3. They're playing Seattle tonight. Aiden O'Connell getting the start. Ashton Genty got a look as well. And there are some other What a night it's been. And tomorrow night at this time, we'll be wrapping up the first Patriots preseason game, which can be heard here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. Once again, we have all the coverage beginning at 4:30. Then the kickoff is at 7:30. Then I'll be on post-game tomorrow. Mark Dendero will host. I'll be with him. And we'll go till the end of the night. It's going to be a long day for one Kevin Majore and the Jeremy Conley, who will be back for another season. Oh, Skaz, what do you think the traffic's going to be like when you leave tomorrow? See, you're doing Felger and Mass tomorrow, right?
Yes.
Oh, do you think you'll get any Green Teamer talk tomorrow?
No. I hope not. It's Patriots Day. Celtics shouldn't be talked about in August, Joe, first of all. Second of all, I believe Mike and Jim will be on the island still. I believe we're getting the backyard broadcast tomorrow. So.
Oh, so you're just going to mosey on in?
Yeah, well, Maz will be here, I believe.
Oh.
So, full show, 2 to 4:30.
Jimmy will be here?
Big Jimmy, J-Stu will be here.
So the Green Teamer pod will
be yapping behind the glass.
Producing the show tomorrow.
Yes.
And then on Monday, you're going to have so much gossip for me from Jimmy. I'm kidding. Love you, Jimmy. I know he's listening.
I would say tomorrow is heavy Patriots, good mood Felger.
So you're going to leave here at 4:30.
Yeah, I honestly thought it was 2 to 5:30 for, and then I looked earlier in this week. That was nice.
3-hour pregame, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you're on 2 to 4:30.
Tough. Someone's got to do it, Joe.
And you're going to be working with somebody else.
I might be in my car longer than I'm
I was
here.
going to say, let's just say you left here at 4:45.
Yeah.
The statue ceremony is at 6.
Yeah, I will not be. It's going to be tough.
Are you going to put Waze in first, or are you just going to bite the bullet?
Well, so I live in a pretty. You can either go 24 or 495. It's literally within seconds of each other to where I live. So tomorrow, you never want to be headed down 24 at 5 p.m. But might have to tomorrow because 495 is going to be a mess. But no one cares about my traffic situation, Joe. It's Patriots-Commanders. It's game 1.
Air conditioner. I'm not pumping up the Patriots Radio Network because I've been there now for 5 years. This is the best pregame show around.
Oh, 100%.
Like, I work postgame.
Other than Grandy and Max, but yes.
Yeah. What I mean, though, is like postgame, we take calls and we have the quarterback and the coach. Like,
you got to pay the bills postgame.
But the pregame show, you have legit insiders, it's
Burt Breer.
Yeah, you got Gasper's going to be a part.
Barth, Doloff rotating.
You get everybody, and who knows who else? Oh, we get David Andrews, right?
Oh, I would hope so. DA.
That's right.
I will say I've not met David Andrews since he has joined us at the station, but I did numerous street team events with David Andrews and Kyle Van Noy. Both very, very nice guys.
We saw Van Noy on the television again tonight.
Isn't that crazy? Kyle Van Noy is still a very good player in the NFL in 2025. Good for him.
I would like to sit next to David Andrews and maybe talk a little food. I want to know what he hunts. Like, what's he like?
He's a Georgia guy, right?
Oh, yeah.
Got to be some big birds down there, some deer.
I wonder what his favorite fast food restaurants are. Like, now that he doesn't play anymore, is he still in shape? Is he staying in shape?
I feel like the offensive linemen, they slimmed down quick.
Oh, Matt Light.
Joe Thomas.
God.
Joe Thomas. Yeah.
Matt Light, though, when I saw him, I couldn't believe it. Even when I met John Hanna, I know he's been retired for years, but I just still can't believe that guy was like Hog Hanna. Crazy to me. By the way, you going to be watching that center position tomorrow night?
Oh, yeah.
Wonder what they're going to do there.
Cole Strange.
Garrett Bradbury. I wonder. I mean, if guys are healthy, they're going to play, right?
Jared Wilson, right?
So Jared Wilson's interesting to me. See, solid for a period of time. Maybe there was a scouting report on him, but in a perfect world, I really do think Cole Strange should be your left guard.
In a perfect world?
I really do think he should be. But it's a competition, right? Like, maybe he's coming off the injury and he's not right. What the hell happened to Leighton Robinson? Have you heard a word about him?
That is a good question. I have not heard a thing.
At least I do know that Caden Wallace is open to playing inside, even though he was a right tackle in college. Him and Olu Fashanu were the two best tackles at one point at Penn State. Like
You're a big Olu Fashanu guy when he was coming out.
Yeah, now he's starting.
Yeah.
With the, Morgan Moses is gone. So, but who is the backup right tackle? What are these answers? I'm asking questions now, like in the form of, here I am, Jeopardy Joe. Right?
Yeah, you're being Luke. I feel like I'm talking to Luke.
But like, Joey's bubbles. I told you this. Joey's bubbles. Antonio Gibson. I don't know if he makes the team. What about our man Lan Larison? Could he make the team tomorrow?
Where are you? The big hype feels like it's on this Efton Chisholm.
Mm-hmm.
You in or out?
So there's a history of guys that have played at Washington at that college, where Eastern Washington, right? And Cooper Kupp's one of them, but I think he needs to bulk up a little bit. They've had a history of these guys. I think they like him.
Kendrick Bourne's one of them.
Yeah, but I'm talking like Austin Carr, guys like him who, like, they got a kid from Northwestern who had the most catches and, like, for a slot receiver at one point. Like they've had guys that were. Here's the deal. I think Efton Chisholm could be on a practice squad and be a slot receiver. I just don't think he's going to make the teams, guys. But you know what? Javon Baker needs to have a day tomorrow. There are some guys that need to show out.
Who needs to show out tomorrow?
I think Javon Baker needs to show out. I almost wonder if Jennings on defense, Anthony Jennings.
One thing I look for in these games is how long guys are out there. Like, how long's Kyle Duggar going to be out there tomorrow?
If he's out there past in the third quarter, that's not good.
Not a good stat. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Mike Flynn told me when he was on special teams in the fourth quarter of a preseason game, he wanted to retire. He knew.
Yeah, I mean, I think if I was out there fourth quarter of a preseason game, I'm taking off the cleats. I'm good.
That's what he did.
That's a sign. Yeah.
He said that. He said when he realized that was it, he knew the days were not. Like if Garrett Bradbury's out there in the fourth quarter,
see ya.
Woof. Now Cole Strange, he might have to. He needs the reps. He needs to be out there. You know what I'm looking forward to seeing? This kid DJ James. He's really coming along at camp. They need some sort of other outside corner. I mean, if Carlton Davis gets hurt every year, and not for nothing, I already put the label on Christian Gonzalez. So, I mean. Also, what does the quarterback situation look like?
I was going to say.
Outside of Drake May.
Yeah. What's it, Woldridge?
Maybe that's their guy. They want to develop him, but I still think they need another veteran. And you know what? Those guys will be available, right? The guy I'm looking at, Skez, it's still Joe Flacco. I don't know what it is.
Oh.
No, I know.
Gross.
No, I know, but at least, like, I'm worried if the Patriots lose Drake May, the season's over, and I just don't want that to happen with this team since they're building blocks.
I want to see our guy Josh Mankins tomorrow night, too.
Is he playing?
I don't know.
Is he all ready? I don't even know
yet.
if he. I don't think he's off the pup yet. Maybe he came in injured. I don't know. That's our guy, though.
That's our guy.
Whatever he can do to make the team, I'm in.
And Borgalis, that's my guy.
Oh,
that's my guy. I like Bart.
Yeah.
Bart's saying he's like a safety out there.
I wonder if he tucks the shirt up. Like, that's real Miami 90s football right there.
In on that.
All right, this hour of the sports has been brought to you by good friends over at Valvoline. It's an oil change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com to save 50% off an extra drive-through oil change at Valvoline. It's an oil change, the official oil change of busy people. That's it for us. We're out for the rest of the week, everybody. Patriots football tomorrow. Skaz is in with Felger and Maz. I'll be on postgame with Mark Dundero. Have a good night, everybody. Enjoy preseason game number 1 on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
More Joe Murray coming up on the Sports Hub.